Hello, Jam TV people. It's show 19.
It's my time and I'm coming out to play. Get on that beat, I wanna misbehave. Yeah, go, look at me, go, make me wanna fly all the time. I'm shining now, makes no difference if the world...
Hey, Jam TV people, how are y'all doing? Hope you're having a great summer so far, the COVID vacation summer. I am not riding my Segway around. I'm out on my at the pool and at the beach and swimming and taking it easy and teaching my students online and doing some great collaborative videos with Last Minute Productions, Mike Baumol and I. And we're just having a blast. So I hope you're having a good COVID summer too. This is your vacation. Enjoy it. I hope that we're not all locked down by fall, but I'm worried that that's going to happen. And meanwhile, we're going to keep doing music. We're on our way to show 88, and here's Bill Mo.
Show 88 gives us something to live for, doesn't it?
Show 88, like a Delta 88. A friend of mine had a brown Delta 88 Oldsmobile.
Nice.
And it was a piece of crap, and it had New York plates on it. And he used to come. All right, so I actually bought him the car for $500. One of my really close friends, and I bought him the car. And he lived in Brooklyn, and he would come up and visit me. The reason that I bought him this $500 car, this POS car, was that he was the king of parking tickets in Brooklyn, right? So, like the king. So he had like 200 parking tickets. And the way you did it was you just got parking ticket after part. One day they would come and take your car, and you would just, that's it. You're done. To keep the car, you know? And so he would show up in Weston. He'd get off exit 42 in Weston and come to my house and visit me, and there would be a cop following him literally every time he came to visit me. That's how bad this brown Delta 88 was. But yeah, that's what we're going for. Show 88.
They don't make Oldsmobiles anymore, do they?
No Oldsmobiles, no.
Not a brand anymore.
No, nobody even knows what we're talking about.
I was a little more partial to Buicks in that era. You know, it's like
Buicks are cool. I had a Skylark. I had a olive drab, the one that was in the movie Seven Psychopaths that they blew up in Joshua Tree National Park. I had that exact car. I saw the car in the movie.
By the way.
It's a great movie, and I saw the car, and I was like, "There's Christopher Walken in my old friggin' car," you know. But at least they weren't glorifying it, because there was nothing glorious about a Buick Skylark, 74 Buick Skylark, you know.
No, it's not a magnet to much anything that you want to have attracted to you.
No, it did not have air conditioning. I drove it from Kent, Connecticut when I graduated from high school to Phoenix, Arizona with no air conditioning with two British exchange students. And we all hated each other by the time we got to Arizona. We got hotter and hotter and hotter.
Even with that, even with the no AC, it probably played better in Phoenix than it did in Kent. I'm just saying.
Oh, absolutely. In Kent, they were like, "What is this car?" You know. Yeah. So, all right, you got some songs for us?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. Take it away.
Song by a guy named Patrick Alger, who's a great songwriter from Texas. See, Gulf Coast Highway, you work the rails, you work the rice fields and the cold dark wells, you work the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. The only thing we've ever owned is this old house here by the road. And when he dies, he says he'll catch some blackbird's wings. He will fly away to heaven come some sweet bluebonnet spring. He worked through springtime when I was home. The days were sweet, the nights were warm. Seasons change, the jobs would come, would protect, the flowers fade, went so alone when the work took me away. And when she died, she said she'll catch some blackbird's wing, and she will fly away to heaven come some sweet blue-bonnet spring. Highway 90, the jobs are gone. We tend our garden, we set the sun. This is the only place on earth blue bonnets grow. Once a year they come and go at this old house here by the road. And when we die, we'll say we'll catch some blackbird's wings. We will fly away to heaven come some sweet blue-bonnet spring. Yes, when we die, we'll catch some blackbird's wings. We will fly away to heaven come some sweet blue-bonnet spring. Yeah.
Was that like a breath check or a
No, that was like a
vaporization?
little faux applause. It was just
Oh, full applause. Yeah, I got
like
it.
a small crowd here. It's like, and this is a Warren Zevon song. Someday Ed will do this with an accordion. I hear mariachi static on my radio. The tubes, they glow in the dark. I'm here with her in Ensenada, and I'm here in Echo Park. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I think I'm going down, 'cause I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Well, I'm sitting here playing solitaire with my pearl-handled deck. County won't give me no more methadone, and they cut off my welfare check. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I think I'm going down, 'cause I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Carmelita, hold me tighter. I think I'm sinking down, 'cause I'm all strung out on heroin, the outskirts of town. Well, I pawned my Smith Corona and I went out to meet my man. Hangs out on Alvarado Street near the Pioneer Chicken Stand. Carmelita, hold me tied up, I think I'm sinking down. 'Cause I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. A life-affirming little ditty. Who does that better than Warren Zevon?
I like that little ditty. I like Warren Zevon.
But we're gonna like tap into like at some point when we can do so, we're gonna tap into like that Tex-Mex thing. We've got a bunch of songs that would be awesome.
You know, I was on my motorcycle trip, and I got to Austin, Texas, and I swear to you, I'm not making this up. I get to Austin, Texas, and there is a giant military reenactment going on in some base, right? So I go to the military reenactment with the BMW, and there's like
the Battle of San Jacinto.
They're like reenacting World War II battles with jeeps and tanks and like crazy, right? And I'm there, and I look at my phone, and it's a somebody that I know, not well, but it's a Facebook person who says, "Oh, you should come down. I am the judge of the Texas State Accordion Championships."
Wow.
In front of the State House or museum or whatever in downtown Austin. And I raced right over there and watched the variety of Texas and Tex-Mex, all those different genres that I didn't even really know existed. Zydeco being the one I knew. And it was just
I can send you some Texas stuff that's really fun and
really fun.
Flaco Jimenez, like just look up Flaco Jimenez and he'll help. He'll take you where you have to go in Texas.
All right, we'll do some of that.
By the way, like the COVID has seriously hurt Austin. There are a number of venues down there that they're really not sure are ever going to open up again. It's really bad. And I mean, that's music city. I'm sorry, Nashville, but that's Music City too.
Austin was incredible. I enjoyed it.
Anyway.
All right, do another one.
It's a song by Paul Simon. The couple in the next room, bound to win a prize. They've been going at it all night long. When trying to get some sleep, but these motel walls are cheap. Lincoln Duncan is my name, this is my song. This is my song. My father was a fisherman, my mother was a fisherman's friend. I was born in the boredom and the chowder. So when I reached my prime, I left my home in the Maritime, headed down the turnpike to New England, sweet New England. Holes in my confidence, holes in the knees of my jeans. I was left without a penny in my pocket. Ooh, I'm about as destitute as a boy can be. I wish I wore a ring so I could hawk it. I like to hawk it. Younger in the parking lot, was preaching to a crowd, singing sacred songs, reading from the Bible. Well, I told her I was lost, and she told me all about the Pentecost. Saw the girl as the road to my survival. Just laced on the very same night, I crept to a tent with a flashlight. My long years of innocence ended. Well, she took me to the woods, saying, here comes something and it feels so good. Just like a dog, I was befriended. I was befriended. Good boy. Oh, what a night. What a garden of delight. Even now that sweet memory lingers. I was playing my guitar, lying underneath the stars, thanking the Lord for my fingers, for my fingers. You know, immigration difficulties meant I couldn't really bring in the Peruvian group.
Oh, the Peruvian groove is blockaded now?
Yeah. I could neither go down there to ask them, nor, they would have had to be quarantined.
I've got some friends in Brazil and Uruguay. They can go check for you.
Yeah. Well, they'd be quarantined, which means they'd only be up for show 20 or 21.
Right. That's okay. We have 64 shows after that.
We've got the weeks if you've got the the inclination.
Exactly. Do another.
Okay. Here's a little song by Steely Dan. I'm not one to look behind. I know that times have changed. Over there in Berrytown, they do things very strange. Though you're not my enemy, I like things like they used to be. Though I'd like some company, I'm standing by myself. Go and play with someone else. I can see by what you carry that you come from Berrytown. Don't believe I'm taken in by stories I have heard. I just read the daily news and I swear by every word. And don't think that I'm out of line for speaking out for what is mine. I'd like to see you do just fine, but look at what you wear and the way you cut your hair. I can see by what you carry that you come from Berrytown. In the beginning we were taught that the world was her. Berrytown people gotta be from another world. others that you meet. They won't act as kindly if they see you on the street. Don't you scream or make a shout. There's nothing you can do without. It was there when you came out. It's a special lack of grace. Go on, see it in your face. I can see by what you carry that you come from Berry Town. If Steely Dan had learned Beatle chords instead of jazz chords,
Yeah, right. That's what that was. That's really funny. That's really funny. Yeah, Steely Dan is a band. I love Steely Dan. I've always loved Steely Dan since I can remember hearing Steely Dan in the 70s. And but I don't really love to play Steely Dan.
Well, I was in a band that was, I was in a band that played Steely Dan, and it was so informative for me. I learned so much. I gained equal measures of both appreciation and disdain for what they do.
Yes, exactly.
There are some things that they do that to me served the composition, and then there's other things that to me served the mythology of Steely Dan jazzo kind of, let's
Correct.
make it more complicated than it has to be.
Correct.
And for me, the most popular album was Asia. I hadn't checked out by Asia, but that was far from like being my favorite Steely Dan album. It was like maybe my fifth favorite, or something. And
Right.
the earlier stuff they did, but not when I first heard them in the radio, I didn't Do It Again. Great song, great radio song, but not necessarily an indication of something that's going to be crazy. It kind of felt like Blues Image, Ride Captain Ride, or something.
Right.
Stuck in the Middle with You, or Pablo Cruz, or something. It had pieces.
Yeah,
of all
correct.
that.
Correct. Steely Dan, it sneaks up on you. And then if you try to play it, first of all, it's super complicated. Here's what I don't like about playing Steely Dan. It's the same thing. Like I love Beethoven and I love Mozart, but I don't like playing that stuff because here's the deal. You can either play it like it is supposed to be played or you suck, right? And Steely Dan is kind of that way. You can't be like, I'm going to make the Steely Dan song my own. You know what I mean? There's no way to do that. So you can only try to rise to the level that they did. And you know what? They couldn't even freaking play it. When they wrote the song, it took them a year to pull all these crazy musicians and change it and mix it for a year and whatever. They couldn't even play it. And then they have to learn it for the tour. One
of the things that I realized quickly was, I had the unenviable position of being the guitarist in this band, Yeah. And one thing I learned quickly was, I just came to the realization, wait a minute. They had to hire Elliot Randall to do this, Larry Carlton to do that, Skunk Baxter to do this, Rick Derringer to do that. And I'm kind of like, and I'm being asked to be all of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm none of them. I'm not even close to any of them. And to me, once I got to that, at least it put me in a place. But I do find earlier songs, and I play a lot of their, earlier, like what I just played. There are songs there that to me are songs as opposed to sort of music theory exercises that kind of sometimes overcomplicate things. And I don't feel are any better than what they did before. And my biggest bone to pick is the outros on like Asia, for example. They could have put two more cuts on. They could have put a cut on each side. When you have and I don't care if it's Wayne Shorter. I love Wayne Shorter, but I don't care who's doing the vamp at the end. It's just a freaking vamp. Put another song in there. And they had a couple of songs they could have put in some of these things, but God knows nothing racks Donald Fagen's mind when he goes to sleep and everything, wondering, I wonder what Bill Nolan thinks of me.
All right, so I'll tell you one quick Steely Dan story, and then I want to hear you do one more song. We got three great people in the studio. We got John Ledbetter, we got Will Baird, we got Ray Simonelli, but I want to tell you this story. So my friend Steve Townsend, who you may know, he's a great drummer from Stanford, and it's super guy. and or is he in Darien? Anyway, one of those places down there in southern Fairfield County. And he was an exec, a big shot, and probably still is, with CBS, right? And so he was at some giant industry event or something like that, and there is Walter Becker and Donald Fagen of Steely Dan sitting at a table with their families at this big event, all duded up in their blue blazers and gray flannel pants or whatever they did in those days. And so he's a big fan. So he goes over and he's got his CBS vice president, whatever it is, tag, and he goes over and he says, oh, it's just so nice. They're like, sit down with us, sit and have a drink with us. So they sit and he sits and they ask him about who he is, and he tells them about who he is, and he goes, oh, so I've been, and they go, hold that thought just a minute. This is my mother, Mrs. Fagen, Donald Fagen's mother, who was like a little New York, little Jewish old lady, right? New Jersey. And they say, could you stay with my mother here? We all need to go and mingle a little bit, and we want our mother to have company, so we'll see you later. So Donald Fagen ditched his mother on my friend, and he couldn't, of course, then leave. So he went to meet Steely Dan, and instead he got Donald Fagen's mother, who asked him whether he thought that is my son's music nice? Do you like it? Right. That was the nature of his conversation.
It depends, Mom. Do you like rapists, terrorists, and perverts?
Right. Exactly.
If the answer is yes, then yes, it is.
Oh my God. All right. Do one more, Jim.
Okay, I'm going to do one more. And speaking of things that you just shouldn't friggin' do, I'm going to do this Ray Charles song just because I like it, and I have no right to do this. You give your hand to me, and then you say hello. Oh, I can hardly speak. My heart is beating so. Oh, anyone could tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at night and longs to kiss your lips, longs to hold you tight. To you I'm just a friend, that's all I've ever been, 'cause you don't know me. I never knew the art of making love, though my heart aches with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by, the chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me, then you say goodbye. I want you to walk away beside that lucky guy. Oh no, you'll never know the one who loves you so, 'cause you don't love me. Oh, I never knew the art of making love, though my heart aches with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my best chance go by, the chance that you might love me too. You give your hand to me, then you say goodbye. Oh, I watch you walk away beside that lucky guy. No, no, you'll never know the one who loves you so, that you don't love me. know,
Phenomenal.
remember anything that I do that's Ray Charles related is the most extreme expression of homage. It is nothing more than that.
I could have gone to a Ray Charles concert. I didn't go because of a girl. She was like, I'm hungry. I want to go out to eat. I don't want to go see that old guy. And I didn't go.
You know, there's a guy from Connecticut, great guitarist, Jeff Pivar. I don't know if you know him, but Jeff did stints in a lot of bands. He did stints in, Crosby, Stills, all sorts of bands. But he did a stint in Ray, and there's some stuff on YouTube where, Ray, he does a little song, and then Ray gives him some, and I'm just like, wow, that would be all you would need, anything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You're done.
That's very cool. All right, Bill Noman, good to see you.
Hasta next week.
Yeah, good to see you. And
what week is this? 19?
This is 19.
Oh, I should have played Hey 19. There you go.
Exactly. Say hi to Ray Simonelli.
Nolan.
Ray Simonelli.
What's up, my man? How you doing?
And John Ledbetter. Hey, John.
How's it going,
Hello.
John?
Hey, Ray.
Hey, you're talking
Hey,
about
John.
Steely Dan before. They did like a whole bunch of albums. They didn't actually go out on tour until, God, like 10, 15 years later.
Who, Steely Dan?
Yeah, they didn't play live.
Well, they toured in 74. They
Well, yeah,
toured
but-
I heard everyone
toured
say
in
that they were
74,
really bad.
and then they didn't tour again until the 90s, almost 20 years later. But they did tour in 74. But I saw them when they came back, and it was pretty cool. But then,
Nice.
whatever. All right. Sorry.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to bring John Ledbetter, my good friend, on, and Ray Simonelli is going to come up next.
There you go.
And, it's Bill Noman still. There he is. Hey, John, there you are.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Where are you now? You're outside in your deck?
I am.
It's getting dark earlier.
It is. It's very depressing.
It's my first night that I actually focused on that. Like, there's always that night where you're like, oh, wow, it's 5 o'clock and it's still light out. There's that night. And then there's the night where you're like, oh, it's 8 o'clock and it's almost pitch black out. What just happened? It was 9:30 before.
Yeah, well, winter's coming.
Winter's
be
coming.
forever, right?
Exactly. So how have you been doing?
I've been good, just working and playing a lot of guitar, having fun with that.
That's good.
Same old, same old. How about yourself? You keeping busy?
I'm keeping busy.
Yay, right?
I'm getting we're getting settled in my new place in PA. I'm kind of enjoying it and swimming in the lake and the pool. And I discovered that there's shuffleboard and horseshoes and mini golf, and it's like summer camp out here.
Shuffleboard. You playing with the old silver hairs. All right.
Shuffleboard. Of course, nobody's doing shuffleboard. I bet you if I went to the shack where they do the mini golf and I said, hey, I need all the shuffleboard gear, they'd be like, oh, really, dude? Like, you're gonna make us schlep out the shuffleboard gear? So, anyway, so what are you gonna play for us tonight?
Well, I was cruising around through my thing. How about a little Clapton?
All right.
All right, let me get set up here.
Yeah, sounds good.
I was just saying, and I'm not very fancy about what should my playlist be? So you caught me right when I was thinking about it, doing a change. All right, how about lately I've been running on faith. What else can a poor boy do? But my world will be right when love comes over you. Lately I've been talking in my sleep. Imagine what I'd have to say said my world would be right. When love comes back my way, and I've always been one to take each and every day. Seems like by now find a love who care just for me. Then we go running on faith, and our dreams will come true, and our world will be right. Love comes over me and you. Love comes over you. Love comes over you.
Nice.
I loved verse 4.
It's all right. Nobody noticed. It's awesome.
I was like, wait, where am I?
Awesome.
All right.
What else you got for us?
Well, let me think here. I had written down a few I wanted to give a try. How about I've been fooling around with one from a band you might have heard of called the Rolling Stones.
Oh, yeah, I heard of them. Yeah.
They've been around a little while.
Very cool. What song are you gonna do?
Well, actually, I'm gonna try and find this song. Hold on one sec.
All right. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, John and I went to high school together in Connecticut back in the olden days, and we wore ties, suits and ties. We went to
Back
school.
in the day.
Went to school on Saturday, and this
We
is
went
what
to church
happened.
4 days a week.
What's that for? What's that? Chapel 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
That's right.
That's
I
it.
remember when we got to the school, they put us in the chapel, and the headmaster got up there and he said, by the time if you make it 4 years here at the Kent School, you will have spent 2.5 weeks in this chapel. I remember that. I'll never forget that. And boy, did we spend a lot of time in that chapel.
Yeah, that was a quite an experience. I think I was dying to get out of there, but in retrospect, it was still kind of a fun place to be. How about yourself? In retrospect, would you go again?
Yeah, I guess I would. I got more out of boarding school at Kent than I got out of college. And,
Wow.
it was a more serious experience about operating your way through life than college was a little loose for my taste. And, I played in a rock band, so I had a good time. And, but I didn't necessarily enjoy Kent, but I thought it was worthwhile.
I went from a strict Episcopalian prep school with mandatory breakfast with socks and coat and tie to Rollins College, where I had mandatory nothing, and I just about exploded. I thought Kent was much more serious than college in many ways. But
You went to school with Dave. You went with Dave Sarney?
yes, I did. Dave
I don't
Sarney,
believe it.
Bill Perry, Severio Flemma. Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
All right. Hey, I'm going to change my mind here just because I ran across it. And this is one I was going to play earlier by the Cranberries.
All right, take it away.
Another head hangs slowly, child is slowly taken. In violence, cause such silence, who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting. Hear their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In the head, they are crying. In your head, zombie, 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 zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Another mother's breaking heart is taking over. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old thing since 9/16. In your head, there's a fighting with their bombs and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not quite my range. She can sing just a little bit higher than me.
Yeah, Sherry, we got Sherry Dober that does that on ukulele, and she does a nice job.
Oh, really? Yeah, great song.
Yeah, really fun. John, great
I
to
knew
see
I
you.
heard that before.
It's always fun.
Good to see you. Hope to see you soon.
Till next time.
Enjoy. Hey, Ray Simonelli.
Ed Train, what's up?
How are you? Look who I've got here. You're not even going to believe it.
Oh, let's see. Paul Fredericks.
Hey, gang.
Paul, oh my God, Paul, my apologies. I meant to send you a message. I saw your surgery, man. Speedy recovery, dude. How you doing? You okay?
I was absolutely devastated that I didn't hear from you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to recover from that.
He was actually in the hospital for longer because of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I feel bad now.
I'm doing fine, guys. I'm doing great. The recovery's going well. It's only been 6 days post-surgery. I'm up and about. I actually drove the vehicles the other day and backed my camper into the driveway.
Oh, wow.
I can do all that.
That's pretty
Range of
good
motion is a little
after
light, but it's every day is better. And I should be back to work next week.
So you had your.
Actually,
So
that's
what did you
pretty
have?
good.
You had a knee replacement. Was that what you had?
Hang on one second.
You're yelling.
I had a partial knee replacement.
Yeah.
So they only did the medial side, the inside of the knee, and they don't have to cut any of the tendons, so the recovery is easier and quicker.
Right.
So those of you who have seen the photos know the bruising can get a
Yes.
little radical. So I just in time for Easter, it would have been great to be purple, but yeah. But
Oh,
not so
man.
bad. I got a great surgeon, and what can if I'm on my way
I
back.
thought you had a robot for a surgeon.
Yeah, both. It's like robot assisted. It's actually very cool. If anybody wants to look it up, look up Mako, MAKO, robotic surgery. And
Yeah.
there's one video that shows the guy doing the whole thing and how it works. It's pretty cool.
Somebody has a sense of humor naming a robotic surgery company after a shark.
Well, I'm sure it stands for something that I can't pronounce, so I don't know.
Very cool.
Yeah,
On the
it's-
plus side, though, you could still play your bass, right?
I haven't, but I guess
should.
I could.
You're home,
it's-
recovering. You might as well have some fun, man.
You would think so, but the weird thing is, if I'm sitting down, I've got my right leg extended somewhat, so the bass would constantly slide off my lap.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
would be tricky. And
So you have,
standing
you
for
have to keep
extended
your leg,
periods,
you have to keep your leg elevated.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
There's various things I have to do. I have a whole book full of exercises I have to do to work on everything.
That's the hard part, is learning
Yeah.
how to
Yeah.
get back on your feet, right?
You have to learn
Yeah,
how to
definitely.
walk all over again. It's
Yeah, right.
very
Yeah.
strange. Very strange.
Well, you're a cyborg now.
That's it.
Anyway,
I'm
glad you made it on. Hang out. I'm gonna have Ray Simonelli do a couple songs, and I'm gonna bring Will Baird on. He'll do a couple. How you doing, Will? By the way.
Great. I'm happy to be here. Good. Doing good.
All right, sounds good.
Ed,
All right,
I
what?
think you're going to have to give Will some sort of prize for a consistently good background. He's been doing like some very interesting
yeah.
things the past
Thank
couple
you,
of
Ray.
weeks. You know,
Yeah,
I
he
feel-
really
He's been
does
changing it
a
up.
lot with light. Really cool.
I feel
Yeah.
appreciated. Now I just have to learn how to play music right, and then I'll actually have a full package.
No, I got a lot of
Yeah.
compliments. What you're doing lately with acoustic, music, instrumental music is fantastic. I really love it.
Thank you
I got
so
a lot of
much.
good comments.
I really make my day. I won't be here when you come back, because I'm just going to be like running around the neighborhood screaming,
There you go.
with glee. Yeah.
No, I get people telling me all the time. They're like,
Hmm.
"We're not sure we know who that guy is. Did he come to the jam?" I'm like, "He came about a couple times a year. You wander into the jam over many, many years, but not a lot of people, know you. Like they're like Will Baird. I'm not sure, but they're like the guy that does
Hmm.
the instrumental music is knocking it out of the park. Really good.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, I
My
guess
God.
Will and I met over the phone initially. Didn't you reach out to me like years ago?
Yep. I
What-
can't.
I
it was-
forget. How did that come about?
It was. I think I wanted to learn more about the music scene,
Right.
and I knew you because I used to drink a lot at Rory's,
That
and
sounds
you'd be
right.
in there
Okay.
like once a week helping somebody. And I saw you around. I saw you at the jams, and you were always helping people. You were always
Right.
playing backup. You want to do such and such song? I'll play guitar for you. And so I thought I'll call him and just find out like what's going on. Where should I play? Who should I talk to? You were really helpful.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, we had a
yeah.
great. That first conversation was really great. We talked for quite a while, and you were
Yeah.
explaining. You were having a little problem with your voice, and you said,
That's
"Well, I
right.
can't do a whole night, but I want to ease back into it." And I think going to the jams is the perfect way to do it. And I
Yeah.
couldn't agree
Absolutely.
more.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and it was tough.
Absolutely.
It was tough because I wanted to hang around longer to talk to people, but because my voice was strained, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "Hey, great to
how's your
network
voice
with
doing
you."
now? Is it better? Getting
So,
better?
Actually, I'm not singing and just kind of chilling out, which is part of what led me into the guitar thing. And I kind of went,
Okay.
"Hey, this is a lot of fun, and I don't have to worry about straining or
There you
playing
go.
too
It's all
much
good,
or
man.
any of that."
As long
so,
as it sounds good, what's the difference?
yeah, and it's really fun. So, and voice is still there to go back to eventually.
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
awesome, man. I'm glad to hear
hang
it.
tight, you guys. Ray Simonelli. Hey, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too, Ed. Hey, where'd you go, Ed?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, I can hear you.
I'm still here. Yeah.
There
So
he is.
what are you going to do for us today?
I'll do another song that I haven't done before. It's actually a song that was recorded by Lonnie Mack. Do you know who Lonnie Mack is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. He did a song called Oreo Cookie Blues. Have you ever heard of it?
You never played this before? Didn't somebody play this song before?
I don't think I've ever heard it.
I've heard this song and I like this song. I can't. I'll have to think of where I heard it.
Yeah, but it's a. I mean, you remember growing up like having Oreo cookies, right? Like,
bet,
and
yeah.
the song is really about being addicted to Oreo cookies.
Is
But I
it?
think
Is it?
in
Wait.
in
Is
his
this?
case, he was a grown up and still addicted to Oreo cookies.
Is this Taj Mahal or Who am I thinking of? Who wrote this song? Who wrote it?
He actually wrote it with some other guy
Oh, he
that
did.
I've never heard of. I think it was like a Mike Whitaker. So it was like a co-write thing. Probably somebody he was playing with back at the time. It was like back in 1985 is when they actually recorded it and put it out. I don't know. He may have written it earlier, but there was a concert where Stevie Ray Vaughan came and played Oreo Cookie Blues with him. It's
That's
it's out
great.
on YouTube. You can
No,
still.
I've heard this, and if not, wasn't at the jam. I want to say Taj Mahal or Kev Mo covered this.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
find out while you're playing. So take it away. Play the song.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure some people have covered. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
How could you not like Oreo cookies, right?
Exactly. Take it away.
Chocolate on my finger, icing on my lip, sugar diabetes and love on my hips. I keep the nightlight burning in the kitchen, baby, so I can go downstairs and cruise. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. Hide them in a cabinet, I keep them in a jar. And for emergencies, you know, I keep them in the glove compartment my car, and I can't live without them. Get me high and I can on booze. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blues. Doctor says I'm crazy. You better give him up and quit. Oh, you'll be pushing up daisies because, boy, you're definitely sick. And you don't want to. Lo, I don't want to lose. I got them real cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie. Built by Nabisco ain't no rookie, no. Next best thing to Lucky Blues.
Awesome.
There you go. That's little Oreo cookie blues.
That's great. Yeah, I looked it up, and it's Lonnie Mack, right?
Okay,
And,
yeah, he
and
definitely wrote it.
Stevie Ray Vaughan did it, but I don't know where else I heard that song, but that's really cool.
You know what? I think, I mean, because I've known about this song for years. I think I may have talked to you about it. I
That
think
could
I
be.
may have told you, like, some of the lyrics and everything, because it's kind of a fun song, you know?
I think you did. Yeah, that's why I'm remembering that
Yeah, I think we
conversation.
definitely had a conversation about it, but I never actually did it, you know?
Right. It's a great
That
song.
sounds like one of those songs that everybody has covered. I'm
No,
sure
actually-
everybody's covered that at one time.
That could be.
I don't think a lot of people did. I mean, I looked on the internet, I couldn't see a whole lot. But I don't know, maybe, what do I know?
Yeah, definitely a cool song.
Oh yeah. It's a fun song, you know? Who doesn't love Oreo cookies, right?
Absolutely. Look who I got. Billy Foster.
Billy Foster. He's just logging on now.
Yeah. Hey, Billy.
What's up, guys?
Billy, did you hear the song I just did?
Yeah, I heard the very end of it. Yeah.
That was Oreo Cookie Blues, man.
Who did
told
that?
you about that.
Who wrote it? Who wrote
Lonnie Mack.
it? Oh,
Really cool.
yeah,
How you been doing, Billy?
Not a good day so far. That's one late.
Well, it's just turned into a good day, so good to have you
Yeah,
on the
you're here
show.
now, so there you go.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a storm tonight too, aren't we?
Oh, you are?
Yes.
I'll go. I'll switch to the Weather Center Ed studio and check that out for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got to do that. Little a weather ed
Yeah.
interruption.
What's that?
Billy gets stuck.
Oh, Billy's stuck.
Hey Ed, can you do
break?
can you do breaking news across the screen and come in with Weather Center Ed?
All right, we'll do that. All right, Ray, take it away. Do another song for us.
I'll do one more. I'm gonna do a love song by Led Zeppelin, if you could believe that. The sun refused to shine, I will still be loving you. When the mountains come to the sea, it will still be you and me. Kind woman, I'll give you my all. Kind woman, nothing more. A little drops of rain, whispers of the pain, tears of love lost in the days go by. Our love is strong, with you there is no wrong. Together we will go on till we die. Inspiration, what you are to me. Inspiration, look, see. So today, my world smiles. I reach out to yours, we walk the miles. And with you, it will be done. You and me, I'm the only one. Happiness, no more be sad. Happiness, I'm glad. If the sun refuse to shine, I will still be loving you. When mountains go to the sea, it will still be you and me.
Fantastic, Ray Simonelli.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Really nice. Oreo Cookie Blues.
Oreo Cookie Blues, man. And the Zeppelin song was it's called Thank You. It was actually Robert Plant wrote that to his wife, actually, Maureen. And from what I read, it was the very first Zeppelin song where he actually wrote all of the lyrics to. It was the first one.
Very cool.
Before
Very
that,
cool.
it was a collaborative effort, you know.
Right. Well, good to see you, Ray. You been doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Not too much changes from day to day. How
Yeah,
about you?
exactly.
Oh, wait, you said you're in a new place in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I moved. I moved into a new place, and all the communities out here where I am in the Poconos are like these little bubbles of community houses in the middle of a national forest, national park, national state park land, that sort of thing. And so I'm in a different community, and there's a lake and a pool and a mini golf. It's like summer vacation out here.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Yeah, really
Hey,
fun.
it's nice being on a lake, right?
Nice being on a lake. Good place to hide from the COVID-19. Not a lot of people out here.
You're always near the water, man.
I love the water. I'm a Pisces, so I love it. All right, good to see you, Ray. We'll be
All
right
right, man.
back.
Have a
with,
good rest of the show. I can come back on if you need me. Just text
Yeah,
me.
great. All right,
Okay.
sounds good. I'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, everybody.
Be right
Okay.
back with Will Baird.
Cool.
Hey, Will Baird.
Hey there, your mic is muted. I was like, hey, oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all going to figure this out. By the time we get to show 88 next year, we'll
That's
figure
right.
out how all
It
this
was like,
works.
I figured out how my mic works and people can hear me now.
Exactly. Well, you definitely have it going on with production. You got a good sound. You got good lighting. You got it figured out.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Well, hopefully I can stay away from police and geese, angry geese. I had a little problem with them last night. I don't want to take up too much time, but
What happened? What happened?
I wanted to have a different kind of backdrop, and I thought of like goofy stuff, and I won't say what it is because I might do it later. So
Yeah,
I
right.
thought Charles River at sunset. You can't beat that, right? I mean, Charles River at sunset. I don't use a mic, so all the cars going by on Memorial Drive won't matter. So I'm facing the river and I'm waiting, and geese keep walking up, and I figure out that geese don't like high whistling, so I whistle and they gradually walk away. It's very, very handy that geese do not
Right.
like high whistling.
I didn't know that.
Police also closed down the Memorial Drive Park at sunset, and I'm trying to do this like at 8 o'clock, 8:15, and I've got an LED light, I've got the camera, I'm there, and the guy says, and I hear a voice behind me say, you can't do that. And I turned around and it's like, oh God, it's a cop. And I just read what you had been through, so I'm feeling kind of uptight, And I said, I'm just trying to film this thing, and I'm actually with CCTV, the local cable television. He says, I don't know if I can let you do this. I mean, maybe, I don't know. He calls for somebody, and I'm thinking, oh no. And another guy
paddy
shows
wagon.
up. And exactly, I'm thinking now, there's two guys, 2 against 1, and angry geese. And I know the guy who shows up, the supervisor. I had just interviewed him like 2 nights earlier on the television station. And he's like, aren't you Bill? And I go, yeah, which is a whole nother story, the name thing. And so we agreed that I would not film for you, but that they would not give me a ticket for being there after dark. So
Yay, good.
yay. So came out
Glad-
okay. So
glad you
so much for
climbed
that.
out of that.
I'll have to look for another background other than colored things.
That sounds great. So what are you going to do now for us?
I'm going to do a mystery song. It's another one of those songs where you were saying last week where it's like, wait a minute,
Don't
what is
tell
that?
'em.
I think I know that song. Yeah. So we'll see
Sounds
if you
good.
know.
Go for it.
All right, how do I work this stuff?
All right, so you are not going to ask me who did that. I'm going to bring some people on, and maybe they're going to help figure out who did that.
I know that.
Who did that song? Hey, Chrison.
I know that song. I can't tell you who did it. I'm just kind of trying to sing the lyrics along in my head.
There's
and I'm
nobody
coming up
like
with
you.
Keep Your Head.
What about like someone in chat? Maybe there's somebody who's listening who can type into chat what they think it is.
Yeah, that would be interesting. You know, for a minute I thought it might be sending out an SOS.
Nah.
Well, it sounds like that. It's actually an overlap song. I sometimes I think of like going the other direction. Okay, you give up?
I give up.
Okay, it was Bryan Adams, "Run to You."
Oh yeah, there you go.
Run to you. Right.
The tempo is much different. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what gets you. It's like one element leads you
Yep.
astray. So
That's good. That was
I was
excellent.
written in 80. That's why I'd never heard it.
There
So
you
I
go.
had something like fancy and cool that I was going to do, but I want to cheer Billy up. So I think I'm going to do something that might cheer him up instead.
All right,
So, yeah.
cool. So what do you got?
I got this is a John Mayer song called "The Heart of Life." My son, when he was 14, taught it to me, and I asked him, "Why do you like it?" And he said, "Well, I listen to it when I want to feel better."
All
So I
right.
thought, good song. Question for you: are we allowed to plug gigs coming up, or are we is that kind of a
Allowed. I know the guy who runs the whole place. So yeah. What do you got? You got a gig? Wait. Stop the presses. You have an actual gig?
Oh, this week I kind of went public after 8 months of woodshedding on guitar, and went out on Facebook and YouTube and everything else. And I've got a gig with the Milford Arts Council on the town pier on Saturday at 11 o'clock. It's at 2 High Street. It is near where they keep the police boat. I just think I need to warn one of you on the screen about that so that you're aware that there's law enforcement nearby.
There's also a lot of geese around that neighborhood. That's
That
all.
scares the crap
I've
out
already
of me.
said too much. All right, take it away. Do your next
Great.
song.
I'm going to duck here for a moment and change songs, and I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go away. So how you doing, Chris Owen? Good to see you.
I'm doing great, Ed. Thanks.
Yeah, what you been up to these days? You keeping cool in all this heat wave?
Well, I've already had to tune my guitar 5 times in the last 12 minutes because the heat
Right.
is causing havoc. So I don't know. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy?
CEO, it's good to see you.
Great to see you. I don't think you're up, but you're around, which is
I'm
good.
I'm at home. I'm not working. I'm
Yeah.
recovering.
You feeling better?
What's that?
You feeling better?
Every day is a little bit better. Yeah.
Right.
You're hard to hear. Is he hard to
Am
hear
I-
for you, Ed?
Nah, you see all these knobs over here, right?
Yeah.
They don't actually do anything. So
Really?
I have no ability to turn Chris Owen up or down.
Well, I have limited. All I have is an iPad, and I'll turn this.
Yeah, no, it's just what it is.
It is what it is.
This is a miracle it works at all. This whole thing.
I'm just getting old.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Will, take it away.
All right. Here we go. This one's for you, Billy.
was great.
Yeah, I can see the B-man now.
Thank you, Will.
Oh, dedicated.
That helped a lot. Thanks.
Good, good. Well, you deserve to feel better.
What's going on is the sump pump to my house went, and you can't get a plumber to come over. I got 2 little kids and a pregnant daughter, and the house is beginning to smell like crap, and there's only one bathroom we can all use, and it's just been a really hectic pain in the butt day.
Oh, God, yeah.
Trying to get somebody to come over. They just keep giving me the runaround, and nobody's come over.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you need a different person. Yeah. You need another guy.
Keep
and then
trying.
he's gonna.
We have American Home Shield, so you call them, and they come over and they fix it. Cost you only like $16.
Yeah.
But they're so busy they can't come over, and then so I call independent plumbers, and they say yes and don't show up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I remember when
Sorry about that.
Oh, it stinks. When I bought my house in, it was in Greenwich back when I actually had money. The disclosure said, during times of heavy rain, moisture appears on the floor of the basement. Right. So that meant 4 feet of water appeared on the floor. So anyway, we call in a bunch of guys, like each guy refers to another guy, and finally a guy comes in. You got 3 options. Okay, it's all depth. I can build a pipe in that's 4 feet deep, and that's like $50,000 or whatever, or I can build in a pipe that's 1 foot deep and that's like $20,000, or I'm going to put in a pipe that's like 5 inches deep and that's like $5,000. So I'm a Scotsman, right? I'm cheap, so I go for the $5,000, right? Which 5 inches it means more like 2 or 3. Like some of it you can see this white pipe. So I get divorced, right? It's an amicable divorce, but I notice when I come back to pick up my son for visitation that the next day, the day after I've moved up, that the pipe has been ripped up by hand out of the yard by my ex-wife, who clearly was not pleased with the choice I had made. So, you have to watch your shit.
Well, I had
you know what I mean?
I had the basement flood really bad at one point. A couple of times the water got down there an inch or 2. So what we did was we had this guy come and he built he dug a thing around the house and put laid a bottom in it with pipes that led out and down and away from the house.
So
then we put another pump because the water gathered on one side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Then we put 2 pumps in.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a flood since. But now I got poop backing up.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the water.
Yeah.
No good. All right, Billy Foster, this will cheer you up. The only thing I heard about that whole conversation about pipes and everything, and I swear I'm going to go back and I'm going to clip this out so that I can play it back for you later on. Will Baird said that the white pipe is 5 inches. It's actually 1. There goes our PG rating.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So, well, it's all. Do you mean why? Never mind. I'm not going to go down.
No, don't go down that road. That joke was carefully written by my censor.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. 5 lawyers went over it, and yeah.
Speaking of lawyers, great to have you, Will. Really super good.
Thank you so much.
We got Chris Owen. I think your microphone is muted, but hey, Chris Owen, can I unmute you?
Yeah, he is muted.
Can I unmute him? Yeah, I unmuted him. I took care of you. Oh, he muted himself again. Hey, Chris Owen.
I am here. Yes. Hi, Ed.
I can hear you now.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Will Baird. You're Scott.
How's it going,
Hey, Chris.
Scots. Yeah.
Cool. So how you been, Chris Owen?
Very good. Just trying to stay cool like everybody else, and I'm looking for a break in the heat wave.
Yeah. So I'm I'm in Pennsylvania, and I'm at 1,500 feet. So I'm already 5 degrees cooler, and it's cooler out here. I'm in the Poconos, I'm in the mountains, whatever. So my portable air conditioner has been acting up, and I opened it up and I cleaned the cat hair out of it, and not happy. So I went out and I bought a window air conditioner, and I installed it on the hottest day with a lot of cursing, and I didn't have a window that was suitable to put it in, so I had to cut a hole through the wall, and I had to frame it in with circular saws and sawzalls. It was like a major operation, and I got it in. It's got remote control, so I can sit here in the Jam TV studio and be like, make it colder for me in here, so there you go. Exactly. We got our remote control Jam TV, remote control TV, so I'm nice and cool and happy over here.
That's good. Ed. I'm glad
We
you
have
get
to.
your mind
We're gonna have to work together to figure out a way to convince Ed that our lives are actually better than his in the cabin. That
Right, there
he's
you
not
go.
more comfortable than we are.
My house
Exactly.
is a refrigerator. My house is really cool. The air conditioning works good. But if you go in, when you walk in my front door, there's one of the bathrooms right there on the front. And for some reason, it must be like right over the vent. There was a lady that almost passed out 3 years ago from the heat. And I said, I'm sorry, you don't know me. I don't want to sound weird, but if you come into my house, I swear you can just cool off. She looked like she was going to faint. I put her in that bathroom. She almost froze to death.
You go back in like
So
she's on a
cold.
chunk of ice, you
You
know.
have to go
Yeah.
in, do your business, and get out right away.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
really bad.
Oh my God. So, all right, Chris Owen, what do you got for us? You gonna do some tunes?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
All right.
I'll do a couple of tunes. I had to put them together pretty quickly here. The first one is I'm going to do a Mark Knopfler tune.
Oh yeah, I love Mark Knopfler, and I really love that he did a.
Movie?
Did he do it with Chet Atkins or did he do it with Les Paul?
I know he's done it with one of the two of them.
So yeah, Chet Atkins and Les Paul used to do these recordings back in the 50s. They come out with records where they just get in the studio and they would like play guitar and yuck it up and joke with each other and tease each other. And Mark Knopfler did the same thing. I want to say it was with Chet Atkins. And they both play guitar. And Knopfler is a fabulous guitar player. Fabulous.
But the first song that I ever sang out in my first band was the Dire Straits tune "Sultans of Swing."
Oh yeah,
because I had the Strat in the band. I had the Stratocaster, and I could more or less get the sound, but I didn't have that. You know, he has a claw hammer technique where he pulls the strings with his. He doesn't use a pick. He uses his hands to do a lot of that stuff. But I had to sing and play that. That was my job. It was the only song they let me sing because at that point I didn't really have the voice. He sang it more like Dylan, if you remember the song. He didn't have a lot of character to his voice. But I remember being terrified when that song would come up in those song lists. Somewhere in the middle of the second set, they would bury it, and I'd have to pull off all those little riffs as well as sing it. So I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Mark Knopfler. This song, Will Baird, also is on the album Get Lucky, which is a song about his Scottish childhood. It's a really great record if you're into the Scottish thing.
What year are we talking? The recording.
I've had the album for, I'd say it's at least 12, 14, 15 years old, this album. Yeah. So this is the title track called Get Lucky.
All right, take it away.
Cool.
It's about workers and a hard life is what it is. So,
All right, go for it.
can you hear this okay? Okay. I'm better with my muscles than I am with my mouth. I work the fairgrounds in the summer. I go pick fruit down south. And when I feel them chilly winds, where the weather goes, I'll follow. I'll pack up my traveling things, go with the swallows, and I might get lucky now and then. You win some, you might get lucky now and then. You win some. I wake up every morning, gotta remember what I've spent. Gotta think about eating, I gotta think about paying the rent. You know, I think it's funny why it gets me every time. I think about happiness and money, tell it to the bread line. And I might get lucky now and then. You win some, you might get lucky now and then. You win some. I'm rambling through this meadow, and I'm happy as a man can be. I think I'll just lay my head under this old tree, and on we go. This old world is shuffling. If you've got a truffling dog, go on truffling, and you might get lucky now and then. You win some, you might get lucky now and then. You win some. Mark Knopfler, did you hear the clap of thunder in the background?
Yeah, that's what that was.
I was like, I thought it was the bass drum coming in at the end. Yeah.
I actually went and I looked. I'm like, who didn't unmute their microphone? What the heck? There's somebody banging around there. It was thunder. That's really cool.
The song, I'm looking up and there's lightning coming in the window, and then 5 seconds later the thunder hits. Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to maintain my composure through that.
You did. You really did. I was looking. I was like, Billy Foster, mute your mic. It's like, wait, he's not. He's muted. Wait, what's going on here? You know. Very cool.
Well, maybe it'll be cooler now for the second song I'm going to do.
Yeah, so last night I was on my Segway coming back from the pool out here, and I'm riding home, and there's a little bit of thunder in the distance, and it's drizzling a tiny bit, but I'm like, who cares? I was just in the pool. Who cares, right? And I'm riding back, and then I hear the sound of a transformer blowing up in the distance. Boom, you know, like, and then I heard another one. Boom, and I'm like, oh boy, that's not good, right? So I get home. Power's on, everything is good. 2 hours later, the power goes out for 7 hours.
Ouch. Oh.
So, and then today I find out my internet was blown out. The router got blown. Whoa, that's cool. Whatever's happening there.
There, yeah.
Wow.
That's not on my end.
No, it's something with me. But in any case, I had to get new internet today for the show, and it's obviously working really well. I'm like in the haze here. There it is.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
No,
it was a bug climbing across the camera.
It was a
there
big
you go.
One.
No, it was a tiny little thing crying out. I just wiped them off, you know.
Yeah, as I told you, I had a little trouble getting into the backstage tonight.
One of those days, gremlins in the air.
But your suggestion was absolutely right. I copied the link and put it into Safari, and then bingo, it worked. So that was good.
You sounded great. Play another song for us.
Okay, this is called Einstein, and it's kind of a humorous song.
Okay.
I wrote this original song, Einstein. Tell me I ain't Jesus, and tell me I ain't God. Tell me I'm no Muhammad, Bodhisattva. They tell me I ain't Redbird. Tell me I ain't Scott. No Sir Lawrence or Burton. I guess I'm all that I've got. But with you, I'm Einstein. With new theories of love. I'm your Admiral Perry, exploring exploring new and wondrous lands. They tell me I ain't the Beatles. They tell me I ain't Bach. No gold records upon my wall. No Grammy at all. But with you, I'm Einstein. With new theories on love. And I'm your Admiral Perry. Exploring new and wondrous lands. But with you, I'm Einstein. With new theories on love. And I'm your Admiral Perry. Exploring new and wondrous lands. They tell me I ain't Franklin. And they tell me I ain't Bell. But no patents upon the wall. Why no invention at all. But with you, I'm Einstein. With new theories on love. And I'm your Admiral Perry.
Chris Owen.
Einstein, yes.
Fantastic. That's a great tune. So you wrote that one.
I did, yes. Yep.
That's a super good tune. I enjoyed that very much.
Well, thanks a lot. Enjoyed writing it.
Cool. So everybody knows everybody here, right? We got Winston, we got Randy Stone, we got John and Dawn. Hey guys.
Hey
there.
Your thunder just got here, Chris.
Oh.
Your thunder just got here.
I'm kind of frozen.
Oh yeah, the thunder's right outside here now.
Same here.
It's frozen.
So did Chris?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the day to come when I got a power outage in the middle of the show and the show I just disappear. Like the show will keep going.
That's right.
People will be like, "Do we stop now?" I don't know what to do.
We'll be a ship without a captain. We'll just drift around.
No, because what happened, this is the weird thing, is that the show is actually being created in outer space on a server somewhere.
Yeah.
So the show, like I'm part of it and you're part of it. If I disappear, it still keeps going. Somebody has to tell it to stop. And if I'm gone, that's it. So
the possibility.
You have to hijack the show, you know?
We'd enter into infinity.
Exactly.
What a concept.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's at in space on some satellite or something.
Yeah.
Hey Winston, did you get that big clap of thunder over there?
Yeah, it just started coming down now, actually.
He's my neighbor, you know.
The dog hides whenever the thunder hits, and then the rain comes down on the skylights. So.
You're still across the lake from me, right?
No, I moved. I'm on I'm in Ridgefield next to the Norwalk River now.
You went over the border. You're one of them.
Yeah. I actually had to register as a Connecticut Yankee. Yeah, I'm a Connecticut Yankee, not a New Yorker now.
Wow.
Goodness. Yeah. Well, I can't just pop over then. That's too
Well,
bad.
you never popped over anyway because you were too busy writing that that music and stuff that you were just playing. I had no idea. I actually listened. You know, you posted that stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, this guy was living across the lake from me, and I never knew. You know, I never knew. Yeah.
Big surprise. I keep it under wraps. You know?
I like that.
But the album is on the album. I'll plug it. The album's on Spotify.
I like that. You know, you had kind of the like your number one song on there. I can't remember the name of it. I liked it a lot. It was good.
No, I didn't know I had a number one. Okay.
Well, I mean, you said listen to this song in your post, so I listened to that song. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, when you write music, you know which ones are good, right? I mean, you do. You know which ones work.
Right.
No, yeah, they're all good, but you know, some are a little better than others.
Well, we're all among friends, so you know we'll tell you the truth.
Mercilessly.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
That's right. Yeah.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
two
great.
songs in my life, they were disgusting. Both of them were so bad, they were really bad.
Yeah, that's why we got you on, Billy.
On the other
Yeah,
hand,
they were.
did like it. You got a nice, heartfelt approach and very easy listening.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Well put.
All right, so I'm going to play a video now. So John and Don did a couple of videos. I'm going to play one now, and we'll talk about them after. Here we go.
I get it. All right, this is take 26. Wake up, little Susie. 1, 2, 3, and. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. We both been sound asleep. Wake up, little Susie. The movie's over at 4 o'clock and we're in trouble deep. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell your pop? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, I told your mama that you'd be in back then. Well, Susie, baby, looks like we moved again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. And wake up, little Susie. Wake up. And wake up, little Susie. Wake up. The movie was so hot. It didn't have much of a plot. We fell asleep on Goose Cook. Our reputation is shot. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, what are we gonna tell your mama? What are we gonna tell your pop? What are we gonna tell our friends when they say, ooh la la, wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. Well, I told your mama that we'd be in by 10. Well, Susie, baby, looks like we moved again. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up, little Susie. We gotta go home. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up. Wake up, little Susie. Wake up.
Woo! There it is. That sounded great.
Yeah.
That's
Great
nice.
harmony.
That's nice what you guys been doing. That sounds terrific.
We're trying.
Hey,
to
guys,
find
how are
those
ya?
Harmonies. The Everly Brothers were so good at it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just fun to kind of listen to the harmonies. So that's what we're trying to do. Not all the time, but as often as we can find it.
Right.
It worked.
And it was a great time. Billy, what were you doing when that song came out?
It's a very dangerous question, I think.
Oh, that's really funny. Billy Foster is silent.
He's silent.
Oh my God, Billy
Let's all,
Foster.
let's all speculate as to what we think Billy was doing when that song came out.
All right, so here's what's going to happen because Billy Foster's microphone is off. Billy, you talk, and Randy Stone, you actually speak and
Okay.
say the things that he's saying. All right, here we go.
So me and these three girls from the neighborhood, we went down around behind the bushes, and the next thing I knew,
Yeah, that's more like it.
I think so. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not far
Oh my
off.
God, Billy Foster, I'm kicking you out. Come back in. You're obviously your microphone's not working
Kick
right.
him out before he kicked my ass for doing
Oh
that.
my God! All right, I'm gonna play the next video that you guys put together, and hopefully I hit the right one. Oh, I hope I hit the right one. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, and. I'm just beginning to see. Now I'm on my way. It doesn't matter to me, chasing the clouds away. Something calls to me. The trees are calling me near. I've got to find out why. The gentle voices I hear explain it all with a I'm looking at myself, reflections of my mind. It's just the kind of day to leave myself behind. So gently swaying through the fairyland of love. If you just come with me and see the beauty of Tuesday afternoon. And Tuesday afternoon. And Tuesday afternoon, I'm just beginning to see, and now I'm on my way. It doesn't matter to me, chasing the clouds away. And something calls to me. The trees are calling me near. I've got to find out why. Those gentle voices I hear explain it over the
I love that. I love that. That was great.
You guys did a great job on that.
Absolutely. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
We had on that one.
The production was good. The sound was excellent.
The wah on an acoustic guitar, that was great.
John and Dawn, I miss you guys, man. You got to come to Brightview. I need you back here.
That's more current. And back when I was younger, I was influenced a lot by Hendrix, you know? And just
That's
that
probably my
funk.
favorite Moody Blues song. I love that song.
So I mean, I love to just kind of break it out, you know? I mean, to me, it's a song about spirituality. And so then after playing it at the end, I just feel like jumping up and down and dancing about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Hey, so Steve and Barry snuck up on us somehow.
Hey, Steve.
What's up, my brother? Hey, Dawn. How you guys doing?
How you doing, Barry?
I'm doing okay, Ed. Nice song, by the way, John, Dawn. Really like that one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry.
Yeah, really cool. Barry, you got a couple for us, and then Steve will do a couple?
You're on, brother.
Hang on to your internet connection, Steven Venable. Steven had nothing but internet gremlins. And of course, my internet got struck by lightning last night. So
Oh, man.
I had the internet company here. I'm like, I've got a TV show I got to put on the air. Oh, my God. Right? So anyway, so it's been a day of gremlins for everybody. So, Barry, what you been doing? How you been?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, just playing. So
you have real actual live gigs, right?
I've got real actual live gigs. I'm playing.
That's
I mean,
great.
we're staying there. You know, we're it's all social distance, pretty good. You know, we will not play inside and just keep spreading out, but it's working for us.
And where are you playing?
Well, I'm doing a private tomorrow with the Matt Helm Experience.
Right.
So we're doing that, and then I'm playing at the Reverie Brewing in a couple of weeks on a Thursday. I'll be putting that on Facebook soon. And we just played at the Roadhouse last weekend, and that was fun. And we're playing at Sarah's Wine Bar still every few weeks, once a month. Still playing at the Note about once a month. So we're playing.
I'm glad you are.
Unless we get rained out, which has happened a few times in the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks. So, but you know, that's okay.
That's the nature of it. What are you going to do for us tonight?
I'm gonna do Catfish John first, and I'm gonna take off these headphones because I can't hear myself play very good in them.
All right, go ahead.
Can you hear this? You got that? Okay.
Sounds good.
So now I can't hear you. But
Yeah, of course you can. By the way, everybody mute your microphones when he's playing, if you don't mind. Whoa.
Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Take me back to another morning, to a time so long ago, where the sweet magnolias blossom, cotton fields as white as snow. Catfish John was a river hobo who lived and died by the river's bed. Lord, I still can remember. I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. traded for a chestnut mare. Lord, he never spoke in anger, though his coat was hard to bear. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right.
So halfway through that song, I thought, oh shoot, is this what I played the last time I got on this thing?
Sounded great. No, that was super good.
I hope I didn't repeat myself, because that occurred to me kind of a little late in the in the decision there.
No, that's good stuff.
Thanks.
Good stuff. Do another one. What else you got?
Do another one. I hadn't even thought about it. All right. All right, I'll do another one. Still don't know what I gotta do.
Late in the morning, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna make it some way, somehow? I don't really wanna know. I'll just hold on the best I can. And if nobody ever knows the way I feel, that's alright. That's okay.
Crazy.
'Cause I'm gonna make my world a better place. I'm gonna keep that smile on my face. I'm gonna teach myself how to understand. I'm gonna make myself a better man. Climbing up the window, climbing up the wall. Is anybody gonna save me? Are they gonna let me fall? I don't really wanna know. I'll just hold on the best I can. And if I fall down, I'm gonna get back up. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. 'Cause I'm gonna make my world a better place. I'm gonna keep that smile on my face. I'm gonna teach myself how to understand. I'm gonna make myself a better man. I don't really wanna know. I'll just hold on the best I can. And if nobody ever knows the way I feel, that's alright. That's okay. 'Cause I'm gonna make my world a better place. I'm gonna keep that smile on my face. I'm gonna teach myself how to understand. I'm gonna make myself a better man. Yes, I'm gonna make my world a myself a better man. I'm gonna make my world. I'm gonna make my world. I'm gonna make my world a better place. I'm gonna make my world. Tomorrow's gonna be another day. I'm gonna make my world.
Barry, fantastic.
That was great.
And I love he like takes a leap of faith and he takes his headphones off and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna be myself, you know.
I got to be me.
Yeah,
Gotta
sounds
do it.
good.
I share in that sentiment.
So everybody
That-
go see Barry, or nobody go see Barry. Nobody, everybody stay socially
Don't
distant.
come
No.
see me. Don't you can see me right here. You can see me right here.
Yeah, we'll see Barry there. You know, we'll leave it for the. You know, like I remember in the very beginning of this, a very popular band in the area that will remain nameless, who are friends of mine. They said to me, they said, you know what we should do? We should go out. This is like 3 weeks into it. 3 weeks. This is like we're in like the beginning of April. They're like, enough is enough, right? We need to go to the bars and we'll tell them that we'll tell people to stay apart, not dance. And we'll not bring a lot of people. I'm like, are you even joking? Like, our business is to bring a lot of people, put them in a room, make them rub up against each other. That's our job, you know.
That is it. That's what makes the cash register ring. That's right.
And I don't want to brag, but I have not been bringing a lot of people for many, many years.
Exactly. You've
You
been
show
training
off,
this
you.
for your whole career.
You show off.
So, speaking of which, Barry, that was fantastic.
That was
Speaking of
great.
which,
Yeah,
Stephen Venable, do a couple of tunes. We'll bring Danielle on. We'll do a couple.
All right. Okay. Now,
We
I
can't hear
apologize in advance if this doesn't work. And John, you should be somewhat familiar with this because I do this at Brightview all the time. I miss having you two back at Brightview. I can't wait until I get people, in there because right now we can't have outside musicians come in. So, as much as I'm happy with myself, 5 days a week of me, even I couldn't stand that. It's just so I try to come up with different things I can do with these guys. But fortunately, when you're dealing with memory care, every day's a new day. It just kind of works out that way.
You're
So,
the music therapist of Groundhog Day.
yeah, pretty much
Yes.
about it.
People are like, wow, you're terrific. Where are you from? You're really
Yeah.
super. Like, oh my God, I saw you yesterday and every yesterday for the last 100
That's
yesterday.
it. 51st dates. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but it's fun anyway. So let me see if this works. This little background karaoke track playing along with it stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
Well, everybody's going out and having fun. I'm just a fool for staying home, having none. I can't get over how she set me free. Oh, lonesome me. Well, a bad mistake I'm making by just hanging around. I know that I should have some fun and paint the town. Lovesick fool is blind and just can't see. Oh, lonesome me. Well, I bet she's not like me. She's out in fancy free, flirting with the boys in all her charm. But I still love her so, and brother, don't you know? See it cut out. I welcome her right back here in my arms. There must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Well, forget about the past and find somebody new. I can't get over how she set me free. Oh, lonesome me. I said, oh, lonesome me. I said, oh, lonesome me.
That was great. That was great. Now,
That was good.
wait, tell me what happened there technically. Your
It
karaoke.
it happens periodically. I got the iPad hooked up to the Bluetooth speaker, right, which I'll generally run through a PA there, and I'm playing guitar on this. Usually I'm playing piano, which is my first instrument, and it just froze and cut out. I think I got too much. My son's on the internet. Eileen's watching TV upstairs, so I think it's just too much, and it just froze. And I do what I do with the thing. All I just keep playing through it, and I don't really care.
I didn't realize you had a guitar in your hand, and I'm like, how did he reach and grab an instrument and start playing when he had a technical problem? That was amazing.
I just kept going with it, and it's still doing whatever its thing there doing. I said, I'll finish the song, and that has happened, I guess, to all of us so many times that you get on there, and it's why I don't like background tracks so much, but they're so much fun to play along with.
Absolutely, my God! And you know what? There's an image that I want to. Every time somebody has a technical disaster on the show, I love it. Everybody can be polished, but every once in a while on live television, you're going to get like a disaster. I'm gonna cut to a picture of Randy Stone when the lightning struck his house about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was.
Randy was like this. I brought him back on. He was like.
I think it was right in the beginning of Barry's first song. I'm like, holy tits! What the?
Oh, God. It's funny how you do that all the time, because I know I was in the middle of doing that once at a church rehearsal. And the right in the rehearsal was doing everything, then all of a sudden, like the amps kicked out something. I'm like, oh, son of a! I'm like,
yeah. All right, do one more real quick.
Okay, one more quick. No background tracks on this.
All right, good.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, there we go. I'd like to spend some time in Mozambique. The sunny sky is aqua blue, where everybody likes to stop and speak. It's very nice to spend a week or two, or maybe fall in love, just me and you. There's lots of pretty girls in Mozambique, and plenty time for good romance, where everybody likes to stop and speak, and give the special one you seek a chance to say hello with more than just a glance. Lying next to her by the ocean, reaching out and touching her hand, whispering your secret emotion, magic in a magical land. When it's time for leaving Mozambique to say goodbye to sand and sea, you turn around and take a final peek. You'll see why it's so unique to be among the lovely people living free upon the beach of sunny Mozambique.
That's how it's done.
Well, I haven't done that in a long time. That's a backup when the background tracks go out. That's what you go to right away. Say, oh, got to fill up that space. Come on, go in there and do something there.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Yonkers.
I pay attention to accents, and I imitate everybody's accents. And I was trying to figure out where, when you talk, it's not when you sing, but when you talk.
Yeah, there you go.
A little,
You can't shake it, and I gave it a try a long time ago.
It's great, and your voice sounds like, and I hope you'll take this as a compliment because I mean it that way. You have the strength of a singer like Nathan Lane. In your voice.
I'll take that indeed as a compliment.
That's what you reminded me of. And I definitely mean that as a compliment. He's great. I've seen him on Broadway a few times. Anyway, I loved it. That was great.
Thank you, Randy. Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, it sounded great.
Appreciate it, man. It's cool.
Fantastic.
And I'm so glad I stayed on and didn't cut out here because, as Ed said, I am where technology goes to die. And
All right, so we'll be right back. I'm going to do a little bit of studio clearing, and we'll come back with Danielle right after this. Thanks, everybody.
You got it.
Hey! Look what we got. We got sort of a new vibe going here.
Wow.
Hey, Alicia, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
No, I'm doing good. And there's Danielle. Michael, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
I've been looking at Alicia and Michael on a screen for like days now, like days and days and days. How you doing, Danielle? Oh no, I can't hear you.
Great. How's everyone else?
Now I hear you with a tremendous delay.
No.
Is she messing with me?
Oh,
I hear you.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. How
That
you doing?
was. But can you? Okay.
You're breaking up a little bit, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make this happen. So sing us a song.
Oh, fine.
I can
It's
hear
not
you.
gonna work very well, I don't think.
Give it a try.
Oh, great. Hi, by the way, hi. Good to see you all. All right, we'll try it out. Well, it works. This is the first week my computer hasn't shut down though before the performance, so that's a good sign. All right, this one is a cover by one of my favorite artists, Gregory Alan Isakov. Oh, did I? Oh, okay. I'm still good. All right. Sorry. Any absence of noise, I think my computer's dead. All right. When the wine stops working and you're all run out, and all of your high hopes have all set itself, and the songs left the stable and they never came home, and there ain't no forgetting that you're out on your own. Turn the scrub oaks to timber and you're left without friends, and you don't put your book down even after it ends. Smoke curls up from the table in your quiet little room, and your heart's won the handle of an old pushing broom. And broken bottles shine just like stars, make a wish anyway. And just your smile lit a 60-watt bulb in my house that was darkened for days. And I'm thinking you probably should stay. When the going is long gone and the kick drum won't kick, when you fumble with your fiddle and you're fresh out its tricks, and the horse flies are biting but the fish never do, and your heart's 1,000 colors, they're all shades of blue. And broken bottles shine just like stars, make a wish anyway. Just your smile lit a 60-watt bulb in my house that was darkened for days. And I'm thinking you probably should stay. See our dreams on the windowsill, see the trees turning gold in the hill. Still on this thing?
Yeah, you're still on this thing. But I think we have a delay or something weird. That sounded lovely. So good.
Good. So it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's excellent. It sounded wonderful. A little out of sync, but it was like, who cares? It's a beautiful song. You sounded great as usual.
Thank you. I think that's the point of the song, is to sound out of sync. I'm sorry, my Wi-Fi is so horrible this week.
No, that's okay. Believe me, mine got struck by lightning last night. There was a tornado, and mine got struck by lightning, and I had the cable guy here, and I'm like, please get it running, please. I have a show to do tonight, you know.
That's a little cooler than my situation, so you should.
Exactly. So, what are you going? Did the bass guy still stay away? Is he gone? Or
Well,
no,
yeah, we haven't heard him in weeks because we're up in Cape Cod.
Oh, you're in Cape Cod. So he's not loud enough to be heard in Cape Cod. He's just loud enough to kill your building.
That's correct. And by the time I get back, I hope he's gone.
Good. We'll take care of him. You send us the name and the address, and we know people, so you know.
The name is going to be a hard one because he's a hermit, but yeah, we'll try.
I'm a hermit. It's okay. But everybody's a hermit now, okay? Everybody.
That's fair. But
all right, play one more. Play one more song. We all want to hear.
Okay. I guess this will come over late, but this is one of my favorite original songs called Miss Ride Alone. But you can't hear me anyway, so. Following friendly faces, picturing all the places that I'd rather be. Something in my bones told me up the thrones I thought I'd never see. I'm so sick of the sticks that get my kicks from these pricks they don't understand. Another fare on a flight somewhere new tonight, I'll take the Wonderland. Oh, don't tease me, 'cause I can't stay. I messed up the words. Oh, this Miss Runaway, Miss Ride Alone. I can't hold another hand. I'm on my own. And if you need to hold me down, I'll just let go. 'Cause I'm the unraveling, dabbling, and more traveling, Miss Ride Alone. It's the reason like magic. I'm reading the words here. Just this is a lag. This happened before. This isn't during the song. We're just gonna continue. The Wi-Fi went out. Mysteries are like magic. You intrigue me to have it, but you don't know how. So you suck up the secrets. Curiosity keeps us up behind your brow. What's the point of sitting still and not using my free will when there's no harm? Finding a new way to run each day, different sun and two open arms. Things are waiting, but I can't stay. The closest home I have, too far away. Oh, this Miss Runaway, Miss Ride Alone. I can't hold a hand. I'm on my own. And if you need to hold me down, I'll just let go. 'Cause I'm the unraveling, doubling, and we're traveling this ride alone. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. So you think I'm so lonely out here? I'm the only one I know. But I'd rather be by myself with self-doubt, self-help, and self-control. Oh, there's Miss Runaway, Miss Ride Alone. I can't hold a hand. I'm on my own. And if you need to hold me down, I'll just let go. 'Cause something you're reveling in. Doubling the world, traveling. Here I am, there I go. I'm Miss Right Alone.
Oh, that was great. And you know what? Oh my God, I'm freezing now. The internet is something wrong with the internet. You know, as soon as you stop playing the song, I'm like, oh my God, the internet is broken, and she's gonna freeze. And Billy Foster took a shot of Patron because that's what you do when the internet freezes. There you go.
Just in that moment, I got it right. Yeah, the sound cut out, but I was so excited to play that song because I haven't played it on this yet because I felt like the sound would be so weird. And now that my Wi-Fi is shit, of course it's gonna sound weird. So
it was great. That was fun.
Sounded great.
Yeah, really.
everything that happened was supposed to happen. So
It had this feeling like an Italian song to me. Like there were parts of it like you know what I mean?
I get you. Yeah, like the I get it. The
There was
little
this like feeling.
Yeah.
It was sort of like this, you know, like I don't know how to explain it. It just gave me this feeling of like an Italian kind of folk song or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Totally fair. I get. Yeah, that totally matches.
I think it needs an accordion track. An accordion track.
Everything needs an accordion track.
And those two are in ecstasy. Yeah, sounds just like.
Oh my God. All right, so good, Danielle. Fantastic to see you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
great.
you too.
All right, we'll be
Now,
right.
guys. Good to see you.
We will. You have to tune in. I've got to clear the studio a little bit because we're going to the collaborative video thing. There's like people upon people pouring in. But good to see you. Go on your iPad or whatever and watch the show. I want you to see the next two videos.
I go on to YouTube right after this, so no worries. I don't miss
All
it.
right, good. Good to see you, Danielle. We'll be right back. All right, here we are. We got some people here. JC Alza got hit by lightning. Where'd he go? There he is. JC Alza. And there's Carl. Carl on Jam TV. And Henry Carpio.
Henry.
What's he doing playing the drums over there?
He's got the drums. Oh, look at Henry, like totally getting the styling setup. You got like that's the best shot I've ever seen you have, Henry. You look good. How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Hey, Henry.
How's it going?
Emmett Lee, how you been?
What's going on, Ed? How you doing? I was trying to find a shirt worthy enough to match you here, so I'm going to turn my camera on so you can see. I had to step it up a notch here tonight.
Nice.
So
it's really funny. There's this woman who watches the show, and she sent me a text that she said, my God, how many Hawaiian shirts do you own? And I said, I don't know, 8? And she's like, 8? I have like 28. I don't know. I've got a closet full of Hawaiian shirts because Billy Foster convinced me that is what you need to wear if you're a professional musician. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I need one of those.
How are you all? JC Alza, good to see you, man. Uh-oh, now JC Alza's muted. Hold on. Unmute your mic, JC. I want to hear you. Nope, he's not going to unmute his mic. You can unmute it later. Unmute yourself, JC.
Unmute yourself.
Nope, he's not going to do it.
We can't hear you.
There he is.
There you go. How you been, JC? How you feeling? Oh, he got all kinds of weird technical problems tonight. So we got Randy Starr, we got Billy Foster, we got Mike Baumwall, my partner in crime on Last Minute Productions. Fantastic. I'm so happy to be involved with that. Alicia Rao played trumpet on our latest. Nice to see you, Alicia. And JC Alza. Hopefully we will be able to hear him. Carl Troutman, good to see you, man.
Hey, Carl.
Good to see you too. Hey, man. How's it going, guys?
Great.
Hey, Carl.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of talent in this room.
That's right, exactly. All right, so with no further ado, I'm going to go play a video, but I'm going to make Alicia sit through our Hendrix video before I do our super cool, groovy, jazzy video. All right.
Thank you.
I want her to, I want her to see that we're like down and dirty rockers. Also, we're not just like Pinkies Out jazz people like she is, you know. So let's see, Michael. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this song because you produced it?
Okay. Well, it's Spanish Castle Magic.
Nice.
Jimi Hendrix. One of my all-time favorite Hendrix songs, and that, and Wait Until Tomorrow. You know that one?
Oh yeah.
Hendrix, Wait Till Tomorrow. So maybe that'll be next. But go for it, man.
All right, here it comes.
It's very far away. It's gonna take half a day. Yeah, that's if you travel by my dragonfly. No, it's not in Spain. Don't oversing. No, it's a groovy name. It's just right. Hang on, my darling. Hang on, if you won't go. Place and you just come get a taste of some of this Spanish magic. The clouds are really low and the leaves flow like cotton candy, battle brown, red and brown. It's all in your mind. Don't you think those battles, baby? Just come on ahead and spend some time. And we can come and help ourselves to a little bit of Spanish Castle magic. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah. That was fun. You got to be careful with Michael. You got to be careful with Michael. If you send him some footage of you, like scratching, he'll put it in the video. I wanted him to fade that out. He put me at the end, looking like I'm on drugs.
I love the camera angle with the symbol too. I kept thinking I was going to get hit in the head with a stick when he was coming up there.
And Mike, you got JR, man. That's awesome. He's JR and Caesar combined, man. It's like an amazing combination. So good gap.
Yeah, well, it was a long time coming. We came up with this idea like a month and a half ago, and JC, I called JC, and within 15 minutes, or I think, he's WhatsApped me his video, and I'm like,
like plus another
Wow.
one too, like an extra one of a different song, and then we were gonna try to get a friend of mine to play guitar on it, but it didn't happen, and I put it on the shelf for like 3 weeks, and then one day I was like, I can't believe it, I'm not doing anything. What am I gonna do? So I just laid the drum track in, and then I kind of got this like, let's get Caesar and JR like and Ed on this thing. Ed, that Hammond organ was amazing.
Oh, thank you. And I didn't know what to do on this. When Michael first said it, I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to pass. And then he sent me this video from who was the keyboard player that played on that track?
I don't know. There's like this documentary of how the song was written, and there's this like jazz piano guy who is friends with Jimi Hendrix, and he was showing Hendrix these jazz chords, and Hendrix like
Jan Hammer, maybe. I think it's Jan Hammer, probably.
Maybe.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because he sends me this video, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, like I was in the studio with Jimi Hendrix, and then Jimmy was like, show me those jazz chords that you do, man." And I'm watching, and I'm like, I swear to God, I don't hear a keyboard on that tune. Like I do not hear a keyboard. And he's like, "Oh, it's a piano, but we put some effects on it. We made it." And I'm like, I don't hear it. The guy's like, "I'm a genius for playing that chord on that tune." Like this guy was single-handedly responsible for Jimi Hendrix's fame. You know what I mean? And when you sent me this, Michael, I was like, "What the hell am I going to do here? I'm just going to like butcher Jimi Hendrix." And then you talked me into it. Thank you for talking me into it.
Yeah, I was like, you were like, "What am I going to do?" I'm like, "Just give me some cool Ed stuff."
Yeah, I just took the brown acid, and next thing you know, I was like doing great. So no, it was really fun, really super fun to work on that with you guys. So now let's talk about the next collab from Last Minute Productions, and tell me a little bit about that, Michael.
Oh, so it's a really great group called the Brand New Heavies. Have you guys, anybody ever heard of them?
Oh yeah,
they're like, they're funky, really just great musicians, and I've been listening to them probably since like the 1990s, and this song, I kind of fell in love with this song, and I just can't get it out of my head, and I love the groove. So, I don't know. You want to say something more?
Well, I got to tell you. So this track, it to me, when I first heard it, I was thinking, it's kind of simple and it's kind of straightforward. And then I started getting into it. And I'm like, this is not simple. This is not straightforward. So we got Holly McCreary to sing it. And we got Alicia Rao, who's fantastic on trumpet. And so for those of you who don't know Alicia, I met Alicia. I was on one of the hardest, weirdest, strangest sound gigs that I ever did on a pier in Manhattan doing the Oktoberfest. And there's Alicia in her lederhosen and her little like Oompa girl, right? Playing the trumpet, right? Exactly. And so I met Alicia, and I was like, so I was like the sound guy, I wasn't the musician guy, and I'm like, wow, she's really good on the trumpet, whatever. So when I heard the trumpet on the end of the song, I was like, oh, I got somebody who can play the trumpet on this.
And then we, Carl, like, I love those jazz chords you threw in there on the guitar. That's so perfect for the song,
Well, that was cool. I mean, what's great about that tune is that at a real straight ahead, like that's the guitar part. You know what I mean? And as long as you got the inversions right and kept the tempo right, it really was like glued, holding that thing together. And then to let Ed come in with just a little funky keyboard, and then Caesar, of course, and then Alicia, your horn solo is amazing. Even the psychedelic ending, and then Holly, just an amazing vocalist, and it was really cool. It's my favorite kind of song because it's funky and it's got a lot of layers,
Yeah.
and it's got a little jazz kind of thing to it. That I love this tune. And you turned me out of the Brand New Heavies, Mike, like years ago, and I thank you for it. So, and this is a great tune.
Yeah,
All right.
you know, Holly, like, is like, I just can't even believe like what she did on
Yeah.
this.
Her T-shirt and the Jackie O glasses are both like freaking awesome.
All right, I'm just going to play it. It's going to happen right now.
Don't you let your young life get you down. It always had a certain mystery. Many changes come to everyone about the time that they turn 17. Grandma's head, it's time to feel the sting. There'll be sharp turns and uphills and closed doors. Then she said, hold on to your faith, 'cause in this world you gotta go and get yours. 'Cause you stand up, be strong, go out there, hold on to the real thing that matters. 'Cause no one's gonna hand it to you on a silver plate. There's no need to feel you're on your own. Just let your intuition guide you through. Take one step toward what you believe. Don't be afraid to make your move. In my head, those words remind me of what Grandma said. It's time to feel the sting. There'll be sharp turns and uphills and closed doors. Then she said, hold on to your faith, 'cause in this world you gotta go and get yours. So you stand up,
And there it is.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was
stuff.
fantastic.
Nice stuff.
That was definitely a fun one. Yeah, super good. So Alicia, Alicia is one of these great, like, don't ask her what she does, because she'll be like, all right, here's what I do. I teach and I run this and I do this and I play in the studio and I play in a band and I run down here. It's like she is the busiest, hardest working person in show business. And
Thanks.
yeah, and the nicest person. So there you go.
Well, I still put my feet up sometimes. You have to.
So you've been going to the Jersey Shore to play, right?
Have been.
Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, I originally normally have about 4 gigs a week there these days, but that's canceled. But now they're doing a few outdoor gigs here and there. So I will bring my commuter bike and a trailer. I pull it all, and I go to the ferry, and I go there, and I will ride my bike to the gig, so I don't have to get in people's cars. And and then I stay with the sax player and his wife, and go to the beach for a few days to make it worth my trip.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you put your bike on a ferry in Manhattan?
Yes.
And you take it to what, Sandy Hook, New Jersey?
Highlands.
To Highlands, okay. And then how far do you have to ride to the gig?
Well, that depends on the gig.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes 6 miles, sometimes 18 miles. It depends.
Wow, you're lucky, and you're obviously a serious bicyclist, or like a competitive bicyclist, or long.
Well, I like to ride fast and hard, so I have the training to carry a trailer with a trumpet and a microphone.
Wow.
Well, I have a gig on the
That's
Jersey
hardcore.
Shore coming up, and I need a Hammond organ. So will that fit on your trailer?
If you give me new wheels, because it'll flatten out the wheels.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Well, thank you so much for being on GMTV, and thank you so much also for playing on that collab. That was really fun.
Awesome.
That was great.
Good job.
Thank
Love to
you.
hear her
Great
play
job.
the show.
Killer.
Thanks,
Super.
Alicia.
So next, I'm going to play a collab video. Everybody hang out. I'm going to play a collab video that was done by, and where did he go? Oh, there he is, Dennis. There's so many people on the screen, I couldn't see him. So did you put these two videos together, Dennis?
I did.
So tell me about
these
them.
are my two. Which one we doing first?
No, I don't know. How about the Chris Mahoney one?
Okay. Yeah, is Chris on? He was going to come
Where's
on.
Chris?
but
He's
who
here.
knows?
He's
We have Emmett on
floating
here.
around.
Unfortunately, we have a full chocker block, full studio.
Yeah, this
so.
is a fun one we put together with Chris and Emmett, and pulled in my friend from Salt Lake, or from Ogden, actually, Utah. So it was a lot of fun doing this one.
All right, I'm going to play it. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to see if I can get Chris Mahoney.
Oh, watch! I'll make.
Here we go. Here it is. Nice.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was great, man.
You notice
Love
he
that
changed
slide
from
guitar,
lap
it's
steel
great.
to lead guitar in the middle of that song.
That was a fun tune. But
Oh,
Dennis
wait,
had
I
a hard
had Chris
time lining
Mahoney.
all
Where'd
that
he go?
stuff up.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Look
Hey.
who I
Chris,
found. Chris
hey.
Mahoney.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, homeboys and girls?
Hey,
man.
how you doing? Ah, there you are.
Good.
There he
How you
is.
guys doing?
He's shorter
Yeah, good
than
to see you
normal.
there. Yeah, you know,
There we
anybody as anybody that is involved in actually putting these collab videos together, you think, oh yeah, you just like get together and you like do it. No, it's like so mind-blowingly complicated to get everybody doing the same thing at the same time and to get it technically put together. My hat's off to everybody that works on collaborative
So not
video.
only that, but if you listen to that song, the bass and the drums are on the 1, the singer's on the 2, and the keyboards are like the 2.5.
Yeah.
Trying to line that up, you're like, where is that going?
Yeah, right.
It came
When
in
it
dead
clicked
without
in,
a
it was
click
awesome.
track when we did it. The original scratch track was just the version, and I got to count to 1.5, and then I got to hit the note at the same time here, and it's a little challenging.
Yeah, exactly. It's very challenging. And then, of course, last night I was working on the final comedy of errors, like getting a vocal track put into ours, and I was getting Holly all synchronized and explaining edits to Michael and whatever. And next thing you know, the power goes out. And I'm on my laptop, and I'm like, okay, I've got that much battery left, and I've got my Wi-Fi on my phone, so we can make this happen still. It can still happen, in the dark in the woods in Pennsylvania. So that was really great. So tell me a little bit about this next song.
It's a lot of fun, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, I mentioned Emmett and Gar and Chris. Hank, I think, is my sidekick anymore. I've been doing so many things with him that I just, and Hank, me and Hank.
Hank sounded great on that, man. You sounded great, Hank.
Appreciate it, Chris.
You too, Emmett.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
Everybody sounded good, man. It was good.
All right, so I'm going to play the next one for you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Here it comes. awesome.
Beautiful.
Beautiful job.
That was fun.
Great job.
Really nice.
I mean,
Yeah,
Very
really
pretty.
fun.
great.
And I
Joe,
feel like
I think amazing.
feel like
Really
crap.
good.
Everybody's doing live music. Everybody has collaborative things. All I have are old videos. That's all I got.
Absolutely. Oh, we got to visit our new guest in the studio.
Tommy, you killed it, man.
Ooh, kitty meow meow.
Yeah, Tommy, you sounded really good on that. I haven't seen you play in a while. You got a guitar handy?
Actually, I don't.
No.
Next
Tommy.
time, I'm packing. I'm getting ready to go to the Jersey Shore next week, so all my stuff is everywhere.
Tommy.
You sounded awesome, Tommy.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Tommy.
Cool.
No, I don't think he hears you. Chris Mahoney said you sound awesome.
You sound
You guys
awesome.
can't hear me, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
you sound awesome, dude.
It
The
must be
best
the
I've
bug.
heard. And also,
No, can't hear me. Can't hear me.
Joey Lane sounded tasty too on that guitar.
Yeah,
He
Joey.
did a good job, huh?
Beautiful
Where's
job.
Joey? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good drumming too, man. Good hang.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks
really
to
good.
It
man.
was fun, guys.
Good to see all you guys. So listen, so you remember, I always bring them up like nobody remembers them because they won't come on the show for some reason. The Klettner boys and Randy Stone, if you're watching this, come back on. The studio, the green room got too full, so I had to kick a couple people. And hopefully Randy will come back. But I'm going to play the Klettner boys and Ava and check this out. We're like, the young people can't do music. It's just us old experienced types that can do it. All right, watch this.
What you know is true. Don't have to tell you. Oh, I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart. Ooh, oh.
There you have it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome.
Oh, you could have done everything bad. Yeah.
Maybe music's in good hands.
Yeah, maybe music's in good hands. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, they're really good. Like the last week, I played a clip that they did where they played Mississippi Queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Here, I'm going to put that on.
Nice.
I'm going to show you guys.
Oh, that was really good.
For those of you who did not see that, here it is.
Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, she taught me everything. Down my way to Vicksburg, from the Louisiana way, lived a Cajun lady, Mississippi Queen. You know she was a dancer. She moved better on one while the rest of them dudes, they were getting their kicks. Boy, I beg your pardon, and I was getting tired. Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, she taught me everything. The lady, she asked me if I would be a man. You know that I told her I would do what I can to keep her looking pretty. My dress is that shine, while the rest of them, they were getting their kicks. Boy, I beg your pardon, I was getting mine. You know she was a dancer. She moved better on one while the rest of them dudes, they were getting their kicks. Boy, I beg your pardon, I was getting mine. Mississippi Queen.
What's not the right there?
Unbelievable.
There it is.
Man.
Fantastic. Those young kids are just terrific. Super good.
Really
Yeah,
was.
so just
Plenty
a
of
piece of,
cowbell.
a piece of housekeeping here. Like, so this software, the company that makes this, I'm actually like in a relationship now with the tech support people and the coding people. And one of the bugs that they have is that you only can have 10 people in the green room, and there are 10 people on the screen. So it bogs down the whole crew. So there's somebody trying to get in right now. You need to if you're having trouble getting in, you need to get on Facebook Messenger and text me. Definitely do that before coming in, because it just becomes a traffic jam otherwise.
I'm gonna bust out of here so you make some room for some other people.
Sounds good. So we'll be right back. There we go. That's a little more cozy.
Okay.
Cozy.
Cozy.
Yeah, I was just talking to Tommy. He's like, I can't get on your show for the life of me. Everybody, you just have to communicate with me on Messenger. It's not the studio green room is only 10 people big, and very often there are too many people constantly entering and entering. And don't feel bad if I have to drop you guys out for a little while because to make room.
I've been kicked out of better places than this. I'm just telling you.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. No, you have everybody. Please communicate with me on Messenger before you come in, because otherwise I don't know what's happening in the world. You know, my little world is this window right now. So. How you been doing, Tommy? What's going on?
Not much. Just hanging out. Just wait to go to the beach. That's pretty much it. So
Beach time.
really, just,
Rock and roll.
Go out with this guy Dennis and Hank and other people, and
yeah.
So just talking to the guys, and the really great thing about this whole collaboration thing, this whole virtual thing, and what you do is you get a lot of people playing with different people that they're not just playing with, and doing lots of songs that they would never do with their bands and stuff. And it really, I think it really adds to the creative process. And I think in the long run, it's going to make everybody great musicians. Because when we actually get back in the real world, and we go to your jam and everybody else's, we'll have all this really cool new stuff to play out live. And I think that's really exciting. And it kind of gives you something to look forward to, because there's so much radical stuff going on in the world right now with people protesting statues and this and that and all kinds of crazy stuff, that it's actually nice to have some light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, with music, and knowing that eventually we'll get through this and get back to doing what we love to do, hanging out and making music and making the world a better place, so that's good.
I agree. And for me, it's very exciting to work with people I've never worked with before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Like this guy, Caesar. I'm gonna play Caesar's video, try to figure out why mine is acting weird. Check this out. Oh, let's try that again.
She's walking through the crowd with a circle smile that's running wild. Butterflies and zebras and moonbeams and fairy tales. That's all she ever think about. Riding with the wind. When I sigh, she comes to me with a thousand smiles. She gives me free. It's alright, she says. It's alright. Take anything you want from me. Anything.
Wow.
Outstanding.
Wow. Outstanding. That was
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Caesar. Yeah, I don't know Caesar. But
Amazing.
Michael played with him before in the real world, and he's just so smoking. And he does these tracks, and it's like, what's going on? This
I
guy,
know. Yeah. That was some real Jimmy.
Frank Parisi. I like to hear Frank go back and forth.
Yeah.
Parisi's a monster.
So everybody tell Henry that he's still on the screen.
I see
Henry's still on the screen.
And Henry, your camera angle is great.
Because I was trying to talk before, and I don't think anybody could hear me.
Oh, we might have had you muted. Like, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to say, Ava, that was the girl that you met like 12 years older. She was 12 years old, right?
Well, no, they're her bandmates. I met her bandmates when they were like 6 years old, and they used to come to my jam at the Willows, you know. And then Ava, I only just met Ava a few shows ago. She's 20, I think, 19 or 20, and
but I thought you
Yeah.
met her when she was
She's
12,
20,
and
I
then she
think.
did her debut at Bobby Q's her first time at about 21 or something. She came in.
no, I've never met her in the real world. That must be somebody else.
Oh, that's somebody else. She sings Spanish or Portuguese or something. That's who I thought it was.
Right. And Henry, don't be talking about how I meet 12-year-olds. You know, like,
Even I didn't go there.
The judge might be watching, and I don't need
was
that
I
kind
not
of
supposed
publicity.
What do you mean? Don't tell everybody else. That's what you mean. Don't tell everybody else.
Look, we keep it in this circle as long as we're not on the air, you know.
Ixnay, Edry Hayes.
Ixnay on the 12-year-old day. Yeah, exactly. I'm not Woody Allen here, you know, but yeah, no, you know, it's really great. There are a lot of great kids that come through the jams, you know, like the band Dakota, and you know, Greg Oliveris was like 5 years old when he came through the jam, and Cal Keogh was like 16 or something, 17, and a lot of really super people, you know, that are coming up and playing our music, and they come to our jam, and we're like, they're really super good in their 12, you know.
You know, they say kids don't know our music today, but there's still a lot of good musicians coming up, man. I mean,
Yeah. Well, you know why? Also, I think it's terrific that they also will listen to music from other eras, other generations. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure that. I mean, when I was learning the accordion when I was 8 years old, I was playing Chattanooga Choo Choo, and that was something from 20 years before I was born, or something like that. But you know, I have other kids that you know that I teach, and they're 15, and they've never heard of the Beatles. They've never heard of Michael Jackson. They've never heard of Prince.
Wow.
But you know, you've never heard of who they listen to. Like, you know, I make them give me a playlist of what they listen to, and you've never heard one thing on that playlist. You know, like look at the Billboard Top 100, and you might know one song. You know,
True.
And you're like, nah, nobody listens to that. Nobody listens. Everybody listens to that.
I was going to Caldors. I was by those little 45 records, and you used to have to put the yellow plastic thing in it so you could put it on the turntable. And you had the little yellow sheet with the top 100 and stuff. And it was everybody from ABBA to Kiss to the Beach Boys. It was crazy.
Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, the more genres you learn, the more you expand what your abilities are, and the more you can do. These kids rely today on vocal enhancement in their recordings. A lot of it is taped. It's not even live when they actually record it. So they really should go back to our music and the music before us, so that they can really get it. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm producing hip hop music and rap music with my kids, you know, my students, and I've sort of gotten into that world a little bit. And auto-tune is not to fix that they can't sing. It's used like an effect.
Yeah.
It would be like it would be like us saying, do you want to put some reverb on that? It's like, well, you're not in a concert hall. Why would you put reverb? You're lying, right?
Here's the difference, man. Here's the difference. Yeah. When you hear that same artist live without that, it's not even close to the same. Adding reverb and taking reverb up only is the sound of your voice changes. You listen to some of these people and they don't have that on them when they sing live, it's not the same.
Absolutely. No, it's amazing. And I listened to some of the old records, and I'm like, those people, the Beach Boys, even though it was Carol Kay and the Wrecking Crew and all those people, but But the fact is, somebody in the studio had to actually sing those harmonies, which you can't even imagine. You know,
absolutely true.
It's true. I mean, I've played
Most of
around
it
with
was
some of
one
the harmony
take.
Yeah, you can't put a
boxes.
vocalizer on it and create the harmony synthetically or anything.
Right. No, you can't do any of that. And you can't go, I can go into software and see all the notes and drag them around. In fact, with this last horn collaboration, the brand new heavies have some very unusual chords. And it sounds like a simple song, but some of the chords, if you're listening to the chord, you're like, what the hell are they doing there? And so we had like a trumpet, a baritone, a tenor sax, and an alto sax. And they were, a couple of them were a little like one note or two notes off. They just played the wrong note. They heard it wrong. You know what I mean?
It's funny though. Don't you have to have some kind of raw talent? I've played around with some of these harmony boxes, and I noticed that for myself, when I hit a flat note, I go flat in 3-part harmony. So don't you have to have some kind of bass talent there anyway? That's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, technology can only do so much, right?
Right. And then I feel like I have to ask their permission. Like, can I change that note? Because I don't want to offend you. I don't want you to hear the final product. I'd be like, what'd you do? You like took my artistry out of it, you know?
You put me on key.
Yeah, man.
You know, I think that, you know, you could fix, you know, I would rather have a vocalist that is doing a passionate performance, and then they're going to go for that high note, and they shoot for it, and they've got the tone, and they've got the feeling, and everything, but they just don't quite get there, or they overshoot it a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't mind fixing something like that because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
delivering the passion of the performance, and all I'm fixing is the pitch of the note. You know.
Plus, it's the whole package, right? Because people either know it sounds good or it doesn't. And if you have a clam here and there, I mean, that's what it is, you know, and that's
Right.
what makes live
Yeah.
music so brilliant. Because sometimes your biggest
But it's
mistakes
tough.
become your biggest conquests, right? And it takes it another place
But
it
it's
normally
us
wouldn't go
that
because you don't have
determines
that trust.
What's that, Billy?
It's us that recognizes that. The average person out there goes, that looks really good. They don't know.
Yeah,
And we
nobody
hear that,
really.
yeah.
Nobody really hears it. Actually, it's funny. We were doing our collaborative video, and I know that Dennis will appreciate this. We're doing our collaborative video, and Holly McCrary sent in her vocal track last, and she's so good. I didn't touch. I swear to God, I didn't. I did not touch auto tune on Holly McCrary. Like, she is so freaking on, you know. And yet she gets like 70% through her vocal part, and she thinks it's over. And she just stops and starts dancing, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a hole here. We don't have anything to fill the hole. What's going on? And she thinks, oh, they're going to put a solo in or something, right? So I actually took her vocal part and I copied and pasted the vocal part.
Oh, no shit.
And then I called Mike Poundwall, and I'm like, you're going to have to edit in her video of her doing it over and over again. So then Holly saw the video, and she's like, oh, hell no, you're not doing that. So she did a lip sync video track to cover the you know, so it was like what we go through to make this sound normal, you know.
It's nuts, right?
Yeah.
Although, Ed, I was going to say this before. Auto
Like,
tune.
synchronizing it's got to be a bitch. Putting it all together.
Yeah, it's really something. What's
It's
that,
gotta be a
Henry?
real bitch.
Oh no, I might be confused, but I mean, a lot of people confuse auto tune with pitch fix. Auto tune is just like you said, an effects like reverb. Has nothing to do with fixing the pitch.
Yeah.
It's almost like a waveform. It's like putting a flanger on a vocal, right?
Yeah, right.
Kind of. What you're actually doing is you're forcing, if you really turn it all the way up, you're forcing the vocal onto a note, which is very unnatural. You know, like, because when you talk, you have inflections and you go a little bit up and down.
It jumps it. Yeah, the first time I ever heard it was on Cher's "Life After Love."
Right.
I was
So
like, and I was like, that's not cheating. Actually, that's a cool effect.
She turned it into like a keyboard line, like
Yeah.
like almost like a sampler. You know?
Correct. Yes.
This tech moment brought to you by Geeks R Us.
It's not a pitch.
The Geek Brothers.
Hit like and it'll go something like that, right? Just kind
Right.
of wave.
And you know what I love? Like tonight we did that Hendrix tune, and then we did that jazzy tune, right? That on the jazzy tune, I'm in the studio for 6 hours working on the mix and the fixing every little horn thing and fixing the timing and, you know, like all kinds of, because you don't have your fellow horn section around you where you're all just, locked in. The bass player doesn't have the foot of the drummer to lock into, And
welcome to my world.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we're going in fixing that, like even vocal lines, harmony vocal lines. They'll sing the line, but then the three parts will end at slightly different times, and it sounds weird. So you got to go fix all that.
Yeah.
But then the Hendrix tune, there was no fixing. We just down and dirty rocked out on the tune. That's kind of nice to be. And I was just a musician. I didn't do any mix.
That's what we do.
That's right. That is the most fun.
1, 2, 3, blaze.
Right.
The room was too crowded. Did not get a chance to praise JC on his bass work on that. That was really cool.
Oh my God, he killed it. He always
awesome.
kills it.
JC is just an animal. He's just unbelievable. We will send him. Okay, here's what most people are like. You say, okay, the deadline for the collaboration video is 10 days from now, and everybody 9.8 days later,
just like high school.
I'm gonna get my track into you. Like it might be an hour late, and after 10 days, you send it to JC. You're like, dear JC, here's the backing track for the thing, and I hope you have a good time. Boop, and you check your email. It's like, wait, it's already here.
Yeah.
How did it get here? In 2 minutes, he's done.
He's great.
That's JC.
Yeah, he's really on it. So it's really, I really do enjoy it. We're going to be doing more of these collaborative videos, getting people involved. And it's nice to meet people like Alicia Rao.
I got to get in one.
Yeah, we'll do
Billy,
one.
Let's do one.
We'll definitely get one. So really good stuff. So what else is new on the front of life for you guys? What's going on with you, Dennis?
No matter where you go, there you are.
Yeah. Are you doing any traveling?
No, we've canceled 3 trips to Utah and different places, so nothing coming up.
Yeah, I've got a problem. I've got my motorcycle and my friend's motorcycle are in LA, and they've been stuck there since before the pandemic.
Oh wow.
And so we're like, we really want to go to Yosemite, whatever. The problem is he lives in Colorado. So you got Colorado over here, and you've got California over here, and in between Colorado, as Dennis well knows, and California is the hottest. I mean, there's Death Valley, and that's the coolest place there. And then
135 degrees, no problem.
Right. Then you've got Nevada, which is like you come through here, we might just blow off a nuclear weapon just because. That's what we do here, right? Maybe a UFO and a nuclear weapon, right? And so we're like, what are we going to do? How are we going to get these bikes out? So we're like, all right, we're going to ride them from LA up to Yosemite, up past, San Francisco, up to Oregon, and then over and down. And then you still got to go through some miserable heat and all that. So we're actually planning a rescue mission right now where we're going to I'm going to fly to Colorado, and we're going to go there with a trailer and get our bikes back to Colorado.
Wow.
Especially since LA is doing so badly right now with the coronavirus.
No shit.
California's out of control. It's like Texas and Florida. It's nuts.
Yeah, I've had a theory for a month now. When the southern states that are doing so badly, like California to Arizona, Texas, Florida, all of these states, and the I don't want to get in a political conversation, but everybody's like, yeah, those are all Trump supporting rednecks. Those idiots didn't take it seriously. I have a feeling what's going on. The one thing that you do when there's when it's 120 degrees outside is you go inside.
Yeah,
and so what I think, and now they're talking about aerosolized transmission and all that. I think people are going into buildings and restaurants and things because you have to, otherwise you die. Like at least here it's only 90, but there it's 120. You can't be outside for 10 minutes. I have a feeling in all these really hot places, people are going, out and they're working in offices. It's in the air conditioning. That's sort of a theory that I've been floating.
I mean, but you got to look at what was happening in New York 6-7 months ago. I mean, it was just as bad. It was brutal. I think it's like a shock for people realize, maybe we should take the distancing and the mask thing and the stuff seriously.
Yeah, right.
Because people aren't really thinking about it, And
well, to tell you the truth, every place is mandated you're wearing a mask. That's why Connecticut's doing so well. You have to have a mask to go out.
Right.
You get out of your car, you go into a building, store, you put the mask on.
Yeah,
and
right.
the social distancing. We have the stores have the off and lined off. Florida, Texas, they didn't have that. It was an option of whether or not you wanted to put a mask on, and
Right.
that's why it got really bad.
Yes,
Right.
young people spreading it, dancing in the clubs, not wearing masks, doing all that kind of stuff. It's like
Yeah.
the millennials, it's just spreading it to all the old people. It's just crazy, you know. It's nuts.
Yeah,
it's scary.
I mean, who could predict that on a hot night you take a bunch of 20-somethings and put them in an enclosed space and give them alcohol? That there may not be social distancing.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right.
My God,
Yeah.
talk about an immutable law of biology.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Come on.
I mean, it's
Like-
easier for us to say because we're older and wiser, but when we were young, we did a lot of
I
stuff.
would have done the same.
Lord
Oh
knows
my
I
God,
did.
I would do that. I'd be an idiot if I were 22. I was an idiot at 22, but I would be an
Yeah.
idiot on this.
I'll bet you $100 that I get crazier shit than all of you guys. But by the same token, you're going to die on the end of it? Nah, not me.
Yeah,
Not
I
me.
know. I know.
That's about as crazy as
Probably die, yes, but you're going to die.
I agree.
So it's only 84 degrees in Phoenix right
Billy,
now.
Ed, and myself
Really?
in front of a shot of tequila saying don't drink it.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's
Did you say it's 84 in Phoenix?
84 right now.
How's that possible?
And it's going to be 106 to 109 all next week. Oh, 110 all next week.
Wow.
110? Excuse
Yeah.
me? Oh my lord! Woo!
Yeah, my mother used to live there, and you
And
walk
that's not to
outside, and
feel
your,
like.
your shoes literally stick to the sidewalk as you walk, there's honey on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So-
I had a friend in Arizona. I told him it was 102 and 105 in the shade in Vietnam. He goes, they have no shade.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We got no shade.
So you used to carry a mashed beer can or pop can with you on your motorcycle. So when you put your kickstand down, it didn't sink into the tar.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
Because it'd take 5 of you to pull it back out of the tar.
Right.
Oh God! Wow.
Exactly. We thought of that.
Yeah, I was riding once, and it was 100. It was 100. I swear to you, 130.
Yeah.
And what happened was we were at the we were going to the Grand Canyon. We were in northern Arizona. There was a heat wave, and we're like, we have to leave at 5 in the morning to get there by 10 in the morning, so that it's not, 110 or whatever. And we
130?
overslept by about like 30 minutes. So we get to Globe, or no, not Globe. We get to can't remember where it was, but it's northern Arizona. It's the Glen Canyon Dam is there, and the Colorado River and the Glen Canyon Dam. And we get there, and it's 110. So we go. We have to panic. We have to get off and jump in the Colorado River with all our clothes on, so that we'll be cool. So we run. We park the bikes. We run in, and then when we got back to the parking lot had the extra heat of a parking lot. It was 120 and it went up to 130 in the parking lot, and we had to put buckets of water on the bike just to sit on it without burning yourself.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
God!
And so what we did, we were completely soaking wet, and we rode for like 20, 30 miles, and we were dry, like a dryer.
Yeah.
And then we stopped at a gas station and went into the gas station and came out dripping, soaking wet from the bathroom, and got back on the bikes and kept going. And then we climbed up a mountain and we got out of it. But
Well, the nice thing with 11% humidity, Death Valley is only 80 degrees right now. During the day, it's going to be 116 to 118 degrees.
Yeah, right.
But without the humidity, it doesn't feel as hot, right?
Oh,
Well,
it feels hot. Stick your head in a stove and see
Especially
how
if you're
it
in the
feels.
sun, you feel it. Yeah.
It's not as hot as 116 and 100% humidity.
Right.
But it is still blisteringly
You still can't breathe at 117
it was like it's like
degrees.
walking, like if you're in New York and you walk behind a bus and the exhaust hits you, it's like that.
How do you
The other
breathe?
day it was
How do you breathe?
89% humidity here, and when I walked out from the parking lot into Stop and Shop, I could hardly breathe with that mask on. The air is so thick, when the humidity is that high, I could hardly breathe at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, I'm glad everybody is staying healthy. I'm glad everybody's using some common sense and trying to be
Trying, man.
okay.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna play this track, and we'll see. If you want to take off, take off. If you don't, watch this.
Yeah.
I love walk out on that.
What a performer, man. I love that.
Yeah.
It's like, come on,
Yeah,
bring
no
it, bring
shit.
it. It's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that every week. It's gonna happen.
You should, man. It's great.
I'm gonna go
Love it.
find some more. I'm gonna go dig around in the archives, find some Cobb's Mill foot stuff of him. You know all that.
What a personality, man. Gotta love it.
Yeah, super good. All right, check this out.
That was good.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got like an archive set up now. Like I glance through the archive, and we have a little extra time. I like to play some of the older ones.
Getting a great collection there. You got everybody in there. It's
Oh
awesome.
my God! By the time we're done, we're going to be doing 88 shows. We're all going to have like 50 collaborative videos. We're like another collaborative video, like 20 hours per person of collaborative videos.
No, man, no, man. Just
It's-
can't wait
it's
to
a
do
good
it live
thing.
again. Wow.
Oh God, doing it live, yeah.
Every musician's got to channel this energy somewhere. It has to happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's really true. All right, check this out. Here, check this out.
In the black sedan, won't you jump inside my car? I got a ticket to Candy, I'm a beautiful man, and I'll take you to the nearest star. I'm your people, baby, oh, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go. I'm your people, woman, yeah, by now I'm sure you know that I want you, I need you, I love you, got to have you time. We got in heaven, you know I love you. Yes, I love you, baby. Well, if you want to be a movie star, get a ticket to Hollywood. Yeah, but if you want to stay just the way you are, I think you really should. I'm your beautiful girl, I'll take you anywhere you want to go. I'm your beautiful woman, oh, by now I'm sure you know that I want you, I need you, I love you, got to have you try. Thank God in heaven, you know I love you. Oh, I love you, baby, yes I do, girl.
That was awesome.
Jesus Christ, Billy, that was incredible, man. That was
I never
great.
thought that.
Oh my God, what a rock star.
Billy,
Next time I see you, I'm gonna buy you a beer and get your autograph. That was
Yeah, no
awesome,
shit.
dude. That was crazy good. Wow.
That
You know
was
the funny
fucking
thing
great.
about that? All those cars on that hill were Billy's. The Corvette, the Thunderbird, the Porsche, they're all
Get out of
Billy's.
here.
No way.
Yeah, they're all cars.
Dude, how long ago was that? Did you do that?
Oh, man, in the 70s.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
So was that Joe Mayo? Was Joe Mayo in there?
Joe Mayo and, what's his name, who went on to play with, oh, geez, he played with jazz people, Tower Power, everybody. Kenny,
Wow.
I'll get his name. It'll come
I
to my
don't
head.
know him, but
yeah,
I know
Joe
what you're
Mayo
talking
was-
about.
That was crazy.
Yeah, Joe
awesome.
Mayo replaced Steve Sachi. And then and
Right.
Kenny played with us. He loved to come play with us. And I mean, what a player that guy was.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God! And that was Jerry Mall, right, on the percussion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jerry.
With hair, Jerry Mall with hair. Amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, and in the background, was that Apollo Creed and Rocky going at it? I was like, whoa!
Yeah. That's old school.
And then there was somebody else I saw who I recognized. Oh, was CD playing keyboards?
Yeah.
I knew I saw Chris Donahue of
Split between the gig at the place in Portchester, Willow Street, 7 Willow Street,
I remember
and
that place.
the thing we shot in the parking lot. So yeah, he was on the gig at Willow Street when we shot the first half of it. But there was another keyboard player, I think Roger, when we shot the other half. So if you watch, it might be both of them in there.
That was awesome.
Yeah, crazy good. Crazy.
My question is, how did you get all those guys in that one limousine?
Well, you know what? You know the guys that do the Blues Patrol now that Ed plays with?
Yeah.
On that night that he played, that you saw there, we introduced them for the first time. They got together because they introduced Billy and the Showman. They'd come on, and the entire horn section would be playing
Can't Turn You Loose.
On, and they do the briefcase with the thing, and they dance around, and we do Soul Man on the way out, and the police department let them burn rubber outside the bar when it was over.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Awesome.
So was Elwood one of the guys that got out of the limousine?
Yes.
Because I thought I saw Elwood, young Elwood, who I never knew, you know?
No, either that or no, that wasn't Elwood. That was Billy's friend Kenny that owned the body shop.
Oh, there you go. Oh my God, so funny. All right, I got another one for Billy and the Showman. Here it is.
Thanks for coming out tonight, ladies and germs.
Just what to do, you must do, you're nothing soon. You won't believe through from the train.
let's play Frankie Bird.
There you go. All right, check this out. This one's pretty cool. If I get it to play right. I didn't even know this existed.
Really?
Let's see if I get this playing. You can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Cocker on the bass. Nobody gives the bass player any credit. We give our bass player all the credit. little bit of James gonna sneak in behind him. A little bit of
Johnny
James.
Johnny on the bass. Let's hear it for Johnny.
Yeah, and James is gonna sneak in on the guitar. Put a little bit of James on top of the guitar. Yeah.
Listen here.
Swing it up, swing it up, swing it up. Yeah, on top of that, on top of that, on top of that.
It's all right, you baby. All right, baby. You got to. Give me some love, give me some love. Give me some love, give me some love. Give me some love.
Yeah. The Blues Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Great.
Nice.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Dan DeVos made that. I don't know if you know Dan, but he's terrific, and he shot that video and put it on. I never found it. I was just like, Billy got me thinking, where can I find some cool videos? Billy the Showman and Blues Patrol, and I went on YouTube and just grabbed those.
Nice.
Kind of fun.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, we'll get some more videos on. So really good to see you guys. That's the end of another 4-hour show for GMTV.
Fun show, man.
Great, man. Thanks for what you do. It's great.
Yeah,
really good, really good. Thank you guys for contributing and being part of it. And it's nice to feel like we're all together, even though we're all apart right now.
Yeah, it definitely helps for sure. No doubt.
Absolutely. No. All right, good night, you guys. Great to see you.
Okay, great to see you too, man. Take care.
Hey, everybody, GMTV, really good to have you on the air, and really good to have you be part of GMTV. We are member sponsored. Here you go. The Lightning took out my cable modem yesterday. I'm going to go to Walmart and buy another one, and but I managed to get it through. And anyway, I thank you all for being part of GMTV. Super good to see you. And we will end our broadcast day right here. See you soon.